everybody, and welcome back to Pyrebrand. How's it going, guys? I love the boo, yeah, the Emperor, boo, Heresy. Thank you, guys. I made all of our art for us, all of them by myself. It was fun. It was great.
You done good, kid. You done good.
Thanks.
I just want to point out that as you said hello, everyone, I got to the best part of that Skittles commercial.
Oh, nice. Oh, wow.
So this is what we do when we're not in the actual stream.
Yep, it's serious business.
We look at commercials with puns in them, and also very, well, not okay to air commercials.
Yes.
It was great. I love that commercial.
Not safe for work commercials.
Not safe for work Skittles commercials? Like, of all things.
Which is strange. That's very strange.
It is a weird niche.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to kink shame anyone. I mean, if you love Skittles, you love
fair.
Skittles.
I am here to kink shame, and it is my kink.
Coming from Vandy, wow.
Hey, you know.
Hi, guys.
You know.
And
Okay.
That's how we start our Friday, guys.
Yeah. European
It's
commercials.
Friday,
Do you guys-
Friday.
Do you guys remember the Herbal Essences commercials from way back when they were like overly sexualized and it was amazing?
my
And it was on
God.
regular TV like in the middle of the day.
I remember being like hitting puberty and watching those commercials, and I was so uncomfortable. I was like, oh God, I might be interested in women. Jokes. No, it was.
The coming out story was for
Wouldn't that be like
I-
the shittiest coming out stories? You sit there and you're just like, I realized I was gay when I watched an Herbal Essence commercial.
I realized
Boy,
I was
howdy.
gay. I realized I was gay just now because how I reacted 7 years ago to a Herbal Essence commercial. I've been gay this whole time.
Jeez,
Wow.
what a revelation. Thanks, Herbal Essences.
Botanical go!
Oh, God.
Very nice. Herbal
Good night.
Essences is one of those things, man. What can I say?
Good night, Ben.
It just says, good night, Ben. Sleep tight. Don't let the nope.
Don't the
Bah.
heresy get into you. What? Ooh, I don't know.
Ooh,
I don't know.
heresy.
You can run away now.
We're off to a great start. Oh.
Darker and grittier versions of those commercials. I don't even know how that would look right now. In a world where Donald Trump is president.
In a world.
Oh, wow.
Sorry.
Don't make your hair as bad as Donald Trump's. Use herbal essences.
no.
Like, oh my God.
You know what? I'd like to see Donald Trump in that Skittles commercial.
Which
Be,
part?
being the guy. Or the girl, actually. You know what? Make Donald Trump the girl.
Maybe the
I'd
bed.
like to see that.
It's fantastic.
Taste the rainbow.
Oh no.
Oh my
I
God.
don't want to taste that rainbow.
Taste the rainbow.
Okay. Many crazy things aside, let's go over some quick stuff here, go round table, and then jump into the story. Real quick, just a reminder on how the donation fate tables work. There's a panel down below that's given all the specifics, but if you do !fate, it'll also give you the link to the fate tables. Whenever we reach 3 out of 3 subs, we roll for fate. Each one of the players gets to roll for an effect from the fate table. And that's, again, in the link if you want to take a look. Other than that, you know, again, there's different effects in the donation table. So if you guys decide you want to help out, everything that we do here is funded by what we make from the channel. So all of the graphics that you see are done by me and all that stuff. If we have to ever do like custom audio and I commission somebody, etc. So all the production is just, it contributes to itself by supporting the channel. So also for my patrons that are here, it is the beginning of the month. If you didn't use your previous month's, critical success, you can still assign it to somebody as well as to this month's. So if you still have those lying around, make sure you tell me who you want to have the critical role if you want them to have it now. And then other than that, let's go ahead and do a quick round table and jump in. So let's start with Miria. Who are you, and who are you playing today?
Hello, my friends. Hi, guys. I'm omgVandi. I'm playing Miria, the Adeptus Mechanicus, and I am very excited to be here, as per usual. I'm also exhausted, but I'm very excited to be here. Yeah. Are we talking about like stuff we're doing during
Sure.
the week as well right now? Okay, cool. Well, then I will mention as well that I play in another campaign on Sundays with Wax Steven as our DM. It is the 7th Eon. I play a fun little celestial warlock named Selena. So if you really like D&D and role playing, go on over there after on Sunday and come hang out with me. Yeah.
Awesome. Swing on over to Lazarus.
Oh, I'm a great hippie. I play Lazarus, a mutant warrior, and I also am part of the campaign. So actually, one of the heads of Just Rolled It, another D&D channel here on Twitch. This Sunday we're doing a map creation tutorial. So check that out and hang out with us over there.
I like it. I like that. That's awesome. Very cool. Awesome. And yeah, go drop those guys a follows. Your voice is kind of low, Chico says.
My voice is kind of low.
Seemed fine to me.
Yeah, just a
Volume or like
smidge.
my actual voice.
I think it was just the volume a smidge.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Cool beans. Let's swing up to Arkiel. Who are you, and who are you playing today?
My name's McLoken. I just want to say hi. I appreciate
Wow. Amazing.
Hi, everyone.
This guy's partnered, you guys.
Asmer. ASMR.
This is why you got
Asmer.
partnered.
Yeah. My name's McLoken. Hi, everyone. I am on the wonderful Twitch channel called twitch.tv/McLoken. Yeah, I also run a D&D show on my channel on Wednesdays. Last week we did a one-shot. That was fantastic. We played City of Mist. That game is super fun. It's like this with a lot of role-playing. Well, less dice rolls, more role-playing. So super, I recommend you guys check that out. And then played that. We played that last night on Thursday, and we have a whole lot of shows that we do. I'll probably shout them out more after while we're wrapping up. But yeah, I'm a huge tabletop player here on the Twitches, and thank you guys for all hanging out and watching me be Arkiel. I'm super excited. So
Wonderful. Thank you very much. And of course, our wonderful sheepdog. Who are you? And who are you playing today? I mean, you know, how many different people are we planning on meeting today is really...
Hello.
the question.
I am Sheepdog. I'm mostly a YouTuber, and I am the amazing GM for this show. And also, I will be playing many, many different varieties of women, little girls, you know, as many as I can, because people really enjoyed my female characters last time. We had the little girl who led the Inquisition to her father's house, and of course the lovely Battle Sister twins, who were much more popular than I imagined they were going to be. I'm so gay. But no, I hope today that we're going to have some very fun characters coming in. And of course, hopefully we'll see the ship, which we didn't get to last episode because I sent them off on a little journey into the Heresy and black markets and stuff. It was a lot of fun. I did enjoy it.
All right. Good stuff. So go ahead and take us into our recap and transition.
Okay. Yeah, so last episode, our first episode, we met all the characters and they had interactions in the shuttle coming in. I wouldn't say they became friends, but, you know, they got to know each other a little bit. We met the Inquisitor. I need my notebook out because I can't remember all the names. Arcanus, Inquisitor Arcanus and his retinue. And they just got detailed with their mission. which they're going to be going on soon, which is to go into the Pyre sector and do some investigating of rumors of heresy, people eating planets, you know, that kind of thing. After that, we had a little bit of wandering around, checking out the station, and then Arkiel was asked to investigate a black market, where he did a decent job considering the roles, to be honest. I think we all remember the roles from last session.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Highly
hoping
better,
for
right?
better.
Yeah.
I don't
I
want to
hope the Emperor will give us better roles this time.
for the Emperor.
For the Emperor.
I think there was like 5 90s in a row from you guys, I believe.
Probably more.
So, yeah. Hopefully this session, better rolls. And the team investigated and took down a black market. They found a very heretical Xenos weapon. It was an Eldar weapon, I believe.
Yes.
And Miria disposed of it, controlled explosion, and Arkiel executed the heretic who dared to sell such a thing. And of course, we did have the 2 killers of the group who did headshots and everything shots, I guess is the way you describe.
I call it a torso shot.
Yeah, I mean, most of the bullets hit the torso, but you know. So yeah, we had a nice little slaughter at the end of last session, and that's pretty much where we left it off, I believe. With Arkiel lighting up a low stick, and I believe Sybil wandered off with Frail. Yeah.
Probably.
I sure did. Can't keep me from my
Frail.
romance.
Yep. Wasn't expecting the romance between the Battle Sister and the Deadly Assassin,
The
but you know what?
Mortat.
You roll with things sometimes.
Yep.
That was like the first friggin' episode, and you already got a love interest. Like, this is insane.
I know.
This
It's
is
great.
insane.
It's exciting.
And it happened naturally, and that's what makes it great.
There's 2 love interests. Arkiel loves his gun.
Yep.
Mhm.
Lazarus loves his gun.
I mean,
There's a
Sybil
few
loves
love
her gun
interests.
too, but she also loves the flesh sometimes.
I don't necessarily love my gun. I just carry it everywhere.
Aww.
And of course, Miria loves to make people feel awkward.
Of course, it's what I do. Also, thank you for sub.
Chat's so true.
So, you know what? Let's start this off with as people are being taken away and that kind of thing. There are a few inverted commas civilians who were shopping or looking around the black market who have been slightly shrapneled. And they're going to need to be interrogated later, inquisited, you could say. So one of the security forces is going to kind of approach you guys as a group. I know not everyone's here, but they're going to approach probably Arkiel. He seems the most in charge currently. He was the leader of the operation, at least, and say, "Sir, we require some medical assistance for these prisoners. Do you happen to have anyone in your party who can do some quick surgery?"
Did Miria say something to him last time about her being able to do that?
I believe you were in the shuttle when they were talking about her being a medicus.
Okay. He looks over and he's like, Miria,
Yes.
can you do quick surgery?
Surgery on humans?
Yes.
But of course I can do surgery on humans. This is basic surgery. Of course I can do this.
She'll do it.
Very well, sir. If
I'll do what now?
you'll follow me.
I'm gonna step forward and put my hand on Arkel's shoulder. Do we not remember the toe incident? Does she know what goes where?
Oh, we'll help her out too.
Right. And I follow after at the point.
If you'll follow me then, this way.
Barto, please, we have to do something with flesh. What are we doing? Why am I going with you?
We're going to take the shrapnel out of the heretics.
Oh, okay.
So you're led up to just very basic, couple of tarp type things, a few people lying on them. So about 3 people. They are kind of peppered with shrapnel just from a burst of heavy bolter fire, I guess you'd say. And there's one of them has mainly kind of torso, you know, like shards of metal in their torso. One of them has a broken leg, and the other one is actually missing an arm.
Oh, such a shame, these people. You know, this would not have happened if they had metal parts.
No, it still would have happened. Heavy
What the-
bolters are large rounds.
But that one missing an arm, you can give him a metal one.
I can give him metal arm. Oh, excuse me, sir. Sir, with no arm.
Wait, are you talking to the man
Yes,
without an
the
arm?
man without
or-
an arm. I am talking to the man without an arm.
Okay, he's probably flailing around and screaming. So
I am,
yeah, I don't want to shout really loud and like
sir,
deafen everyone.
sir, please. Hello.
He's screaming. Ah, my arm! Someone!
So
And it's
stop
spurting a bit of
Oh.
blood about the place.
Please get me tourniquet and I will get my gloves. Just
Is there a healing kit around here?
The security guy says we have basic.
Barto, please, I need my gloves. Where's my gloves? I
Do you have a dog's
no,
robe?
not those. I don't need spare leg. I need gloves.
thank you. Thank you.
Wait,
I got gloves.
Wait, what do you
Okay.
consider a leg?
Yeah, I approach Mira. Mira, this is an arm, by the way.
Hmm?
I just want to
Arm?
make sure. Yes, you know what that is, right?
This is a hand, an arm, shoulder.
Yes.
When you snap on your kind of surgical gloves and equipment and everything, a little ticker tape comes out of Barto's mouth, just with basic anatomy
Oh, yes.
indicators and like where like the heart is and where like the brain is and things like that. They're not
Okay.
labeled in any way you guys can tell, but
Head, shoulder, knee. Oh, toes. Oh, an arm. Yes. Okay. So, excuse me. You're still yelling. Well, I'm going to tell you anyways. So we are going to give you a metal arm, which is better than your regular fleshy arm. Okay. We're going to do this. Can someone give me the tourniquet, please?
Yeah,
Barto.
yeah.
Thank you. I'll grab the tourniquet and I'll just right on the arm where it's severed. Like,
okay. Let's have our first roll. Roll me Medicaid with +10 because it's no, it would be +10, but because Miria's not brilliant at everything, it's What do we have here?
4 degrees.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, no, you locate the place where the blood is coming out, the kind of red. Yeah. And you tie it off perfectly.
Good. Okay. So you're still screaming, but you will be screaming with happiness soon because you will get a shiny new metal arm, which is better. So I will get. Do I just have like a metal arm lying around? Like how do I do this?
I think at this point, the security guy walks up and is like, Medicus, we don't actually have a metal arm.
Well, get me pieces for the metal arm. I need metal arm.
Well, these people are under investigation. If I understand your enthusiasm to augment people, but we don't really have the resources to give this person an extra arm.
Are you telling me how to do my job?
No, of course not. No, just we were hoping you would stabilize them so they could be interrogated.
Does he look stable to you?
No, not even slightly.
Do you think he'd be more stable with a metal arm? I think so.
Yes.
Get me the metal arm, please.
Yes,
okay.
Yes, Medicus. And then he runs off. He's like, "Oh, I need an arm. I need a metal arm. Anyone?"
Is he Archaeal like leaning? He's like, how long does a metal arm usually take to put on?
Are you leaning into me?
Yeah.
Oh, depends on their squirming. Anywhere between half an hour to 3 days. Depends on their yelling. This one yells a lot. Maybe he'll quiet down when he sees the shiny new metal arm.
As she says, maybe he'll quiet down, I will punch him in the top of his skull.
Yep.
That works.
Out.
Thank you, sir. Next.
What about the other ones?
I'm going next.
Okay.
We must wait for metal arm. Who's next?
I don't understand any of this, so you're the expert.
Yes. I am good at biology. Human biology. Yes. Where the stomach is, I know. It is. And I want to point just around your chest, like just above where the stomach is supposed to be. Like I just want to
right here.
Yeah, like right where the heart. Yeah,
I just
want to
take your hand and lower it down. I'm like, there. That's where that is.
Next. And who's next on the floor there?
So you have the next one along is the chest shrapnel guy. He is completely unconscious, and there's a lot of blood on the floor.
Oh.
Roll me a Medicaid.
Okay. With plus anything?
Just Medicaid.
Okay. Oh, look at that! Oh, I'm killing it today. Well, no, I'm saving lives, but I'm doing the opposite of killing it.
He doesn't look good at all. You could tell that most of that blood should be on the inside of his body.
I need a bucket, please. I need a bucket for all this blood.
But
we're putting it back in him.
No.
And I wanna get Bardo, and I wanna look at the piece of metal and try to at least kind of stop the bleeding.
Well, there's one big kind of triangle piece of metal buried in his chest, kind of about here. And then there's multiple small kind of little Dorito-sized ones in his further down.
Is there a table around anywhere, or a flat surface?
Yeah.
Okay. So, okay. I want to look at the team and be like, Archaea, Lazarus, pick these men up carefully, please. Carefully, put him on this table.
Okay.
And I want to go over quickly and just wipe it down with my sleeve.
I'm starting to picking him up. I'm like,
I just grab him by the collar of his shirt.
No, not careful. What is this, you big brute? Come on. You need to do this carefully. Careful by the legs. legs for you. You, Arkil, from the shoulders underneath the sweat pits.
I look at our girl who's holding the legs, and I look at me who's on the
shoulders. Let's be careful. That's all we can do.
Honestly, this kind of stuff doesn't require sanitation. And I just drop them on the table.
Yeah, I put them on the table. I was
what's the third injured person doing right now?
They're more quiet. They're kind of whimpering, and they're just lying there with broken leg.
With a broken leg? Okay.
Yeah. A little bit of like, kind of rock shrapnel has kind of torn away at the leg. It's a little bit better.
Okay. Is Sybil went away, right? Sybil left?
Yeah.
Okay. Lazarus,
Mm.
you are like big men who can be very comforting sometimes. See this man over here? The one who is crying because his leg looks not okay?
Yes.
Sit with this man. Make him feel okay. Do not hit on head. This one's not crying that much. Please.
Right.
Arkil,
yes.
wash up. We are doing surgery. That is heresy. No, I'm kidding. That's what I do too. I got you. Okay, so I want to get Bardo kind of beside me, kind of shining a light on there and looking at this guy. And I want to see if there's a way that I can, like, how far in is this piece of metal? Like, can I operate on this?
Would you be carrying? I'm assuming you'd be carrying like some form of like scalpel type things, and
like I would have various knives and scalpels and stuff.
So have you operated on alive things before, or how much experience have you had?
I would say yes, but most of the time they get replaced with metal parts. So I do have some scrap metal parts that I have to like help reattach some things, so that I would have experience in. And it's more like a fearless kind of surgical venture. Like every time I see them, I'm just like, okay, guess we're doing this kind of thing.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. Well, let's do it like this. Roll me a Medicaid skill.
Okay. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Fucking genius.
What are these fleshy parts? I totally understand everything. Yes.
We don't need this. Don't need this. This part's okay, but they will replace.
So I'll say, if you like, you can operate on the smaller metal parts that are just kind of in the way, and like remove them and stitch them up. That's going to be fine. If you like, you can remove the big shard in his chest, or you can like manipulate it and kind of this kind of thing, and you can spread it across his chest to protect like his heart area, and then kind of just tinker with it a little bit, make it a bit more like pretty looking, so it's not like shrapnel.
Yeah, that's a plan.
I mean, because you rolled pretty good on your Medicaid right there, so
yeah. So I'm looking at this piece of metal like it is a God-given, an Omnissiah-given gift. It's there for a reason, and I'm going to manipulate it into an even more beautiful body.
Okay.
It is an art.
Yeah, so you take out the little pieces because they're not really needed. They can't help. And then you start like, because he's been knocked out. He's fine. He's he's dreaming about kittens or something. And you heat up like the side very close to the chest, kind of bend it round, and then like manipulate it round across his shoulder like this, and he's got a big kind of metal plate. You kind of spread it out a little bit, and it's got a big metal plate like across his shoulder and down, protecting his heart or his stomach.
His stomach, yes.
Yes.
It is a work of art. Oh, we must bless this.
I have no idea what you just did.
Surgery. Look. He is improved.
I can imagine just chunks of flesh and just crap laying about.
Yeah, I didn't do anything. I just sitting here with spit in my hands. I'm like, okay, yes.
Mm-hmm. I just want to do like a little inscription just on the side, like kind of like a good luck thing.
Okay.
Be like just almost like a signature, like this is my art.
So when he wakes up, he'll see that he has been signed.
Yeah, like a cast, like get well soon, Miria. Like
maybe consider more augmentations in the future. Is it? Do you leave like your business card
just a
for
business,
more
like a business number, like it's the number, like my Medicus, like referral number.
It just says the first one's free, and then
with like a little scratchy like skull smiley face.
Okay.
I guess that'll be like my little trademark.
Yeah, no, he's been stabilized. He has a shiny new metal chest, and you have the guy Lazarus is seeing too.
Oh, well. Arkil, I think this was a success. We'll let him wake up. Perfect.
And then we're going to interrogate him, yes.
Who's next?
Everything we just fixed.
Okay, Lazarus. Why does this man look so afraid?
Actually, that's very befitting. His entire time I've been kind of confident by telling him that I know there are significantly worse ways for him to die, and I've been explaining these to him. I've also shifted his leg back to a normally comforting position.
Does that mean you put it not broken, or like...
If it was crooked, I straightened it.
Oh, wait, so, okay, Lazarus, roll me a Medicaid.
I didn't do this in a medical fashion.
Hey, if he loses the leg, you can give him a metal leg.
No.
Oh, wow. Lazarus tears off the leg.
The large man who has very little knowledge about medical processes, who was also told to go look after this man with a broken leg. He realizes, of course, the man is in an uncomfortable position. Like his leg is at a slight angle. It's kind of, like it's got a little bit of bone jutting out. So he grabs a leg to like move it into a better position and just rips it off. Like the legs come off. And now Lazarus is there. You've just successfully done your metal chest augmentation. You turn around to see Lazarus staring up at you with a leg in his hand. Kind of from the like mid shin downwards, and there's a lot of blood suddenly spurting out of this guy's leg.
Did he tell us
Messiah,
anything?
give me patience. Oh my goodness, Lazarus, please. What part of gentle do you not understand? Oh my God, Arkil, clear the table. We got another one. Just push him over.
Did you just flip him off the table?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the guy falls on the floor. You hear a little clang as his shoulder hits the floor. The table's ready.
All right. Lazarus, can you please lift him up carefully? This time. I don't need that leg. Please dispose of it. The man, you just ripped his leg off.
I kind of look at the leg and just place it in someone else's hands.
A security guard goes, "Thank you."
And I grab the dude by both his shoulders and put him on the table.
Okay. Arkil, please prepare for this one, please. Thank you. Now, I want to look around. Is there anyone else that I can talk to get me a leg?
I reach back over and grab the dude's old leg.
No, not this leg.
And then someone walks up with a bucket, and I'm like, can we use that?
It'll do.
I heard someone wanted a bucket.
Yes.
I do want this bucket.
Okay,
Please.
here you are.
Thank you.
Good.
Do you have any long pieces of metal?
Yeah, he kind of looks around, and there's like, there's like a few poles standing up against the side of the thing, just like metal tubing. It's like we have metal tubing.
And then I'm like all the shrapnel. I'm like picking it up, and I'm like,
is there nothing better than this? Get me this pipe.
Okay. It runs off, brings back a kind of, like that pipe. On the shoulder.
Okay. I want to weld the pipe to the bottom of the bucket.
Don't know where this is going. Beautiful. Roll me a. I don't think you need to roll this. I think you'll be able to do this. Just welding is too easy for a tech priest.
Okay.
So yeah, you take a quick moment. This guy's still bleeding, incidentally.
Oh yeah,
so
I know.
there's
I'm
blood
very
spurt.
well aware.
He's screaming now, obviously, as well, and you weld the pole, the pipe to the bottom of the bucket.
Good. Now,
Sorry, are you welding it into the bucket, like the bucket is like that, or are you welding onto the bottom of the bucket?
I think I'll weld it like so that the bucket is like this, and I'll weld it to the top.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then I will say, okay, one more tourniquet, please.
Tourniquet.
Thank you. And I want to just on his leg.
Wait, just
I want to, no, I want to tourniquet his leg.
Oh,
first.
okay. I thought you wanted
yeah.
to shove the pipe up his leg.
and there we go.
I don't know
All fixed.
We
Okay.
will call him Buckets.
So yeah, you can see where the blood is, where the break is, and the blood is coming from. So you've done this already with the arm.
Yep.
You can just tourniquet it up quite nicely.
I'll pull that, and then I want to look at him and I'll be like, is he still screaming?
Yeah, he's screaming.
Oh,
Would you like to administer the anesthetic? As in punch him out, basically.
no, I want to talk to him first. I want to see if I can maybe reason with him. Be like, okay, so this man ripped off your leg. It was broken anyways. It was of no use. But I have good replacement for you until you get a new leg. Hey? Are you going to be okay with this?
No, he's still screaming. He's my leg! Someone stole my leg!
Well, I'm going to give you a new one, and I want to take the bucket with the pole and shove it where right up there.
Okay. I'm not sure this is Medicaid, to be honest, but would you like to also heat up the pipe before you shove it in so that it what's it called, cauterizes the wound as it goes in?
Yeah, like a little. Like
Okay.
I probably just like heated up the end for the bucket, and I just kind of like warmed it up a little just to, just
Let's make this a Medicaid roll with
Okay,
a
that's
minus 10 on this
minus 10.
one. Minus 10 on this one.
I have no unbelievable. Oh, come on.
At 90.
Oh,
Set the new base.
God damn it, Lazarus.
Okay, just because it's still early on in the campaign, I will remind you that you do have fate rolls if you would like to.
You know what?
re-roll
Yeah,
it.
I will re-roll.
Personally, I'd love to see what happens if you don't, but if you'd like to, you can re-roll.
Yeah. Well, we didn't get any fate points back, right?
You have all your fate points back.
Oh, I
now.
do? Okay, cool.
They refresh at the beginning of each session.
Okay. Good shit. Ah, better.
Yes. So yeah, he's kind of screaming and talking nonsense, kind of babbling and asking if someone can find his leg. The security guard who took it has wandered off now. I don't know where he took that leg, to be honest. But yeah,
I don't care.
Dinner.
he took it somewhere. Yeah, it's probably in a medical waste bin. And you heat it up just till it's kind of glowing hot, red hot, and then just shove it straight up the middle of his leg. It fits quite nicely, and he screams a huge deafening scream and passes out. And he now has a pipe bucket leg.
Yep.
Yeah, it all seems to have gone fine. Like, he's not dead, which is a plus. Always looked for in a patient, and you've successfully tech priest Medicaid the 3 people.
I do want to talk to this unconscious man.
Okay.
I just, as I'm finishing wiping up everything, I'll be like, okay, so this will heal in about 3 to 7 weeks. Please don't step on it. And this is the base leg model. So please, if you want new leg, you can go and get one. Or you can come to me after. And I want to just like scratch the same like happy skull with my Medicus number on there. And just be like, have a good day. Where is my arm?
We haven't found the arm yet, Medicus. We're looking.
Oh my god. And I want to go back to the first guy and I just want to be like, listen, this arm, I don't know. They cannot find one. But, and I want to like take like a, when you take like a sharp piece of something and you like scratch it into your skin kind of thing and it like leaves a little red mark. I just want to do that like on his leg or something. I just be like, you call me after all this, I will get you a new arm.
Down to the man. Is he an actor?
And he's unconscious.
Is he unconscious?
No, is this the one with the
Lazarus knocked him out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, so I like the fact that she's talking to unconscious people, thinking they're awake, though.
Yeah.
What do I know? And I want to snap off my gloves.
Is he Arkiel? And he's just like, can you promise me that if I ever lose a limb, you give me more than a bucket? Something that functions at least.
If I'm missing something, could you never do surgery on me, please?
Oh, I don't think that will be possible, Lazarus. I'm sorry. It is my sole duty as a medical professional to operate on those who are injured.
I understand Mechanicus' newest interest in flesh, but as someone who comes from a planet of monstrosities and almost heretical acts, I'd rather be there than have you work on me.
That is insulting, and I think you will change your mind.
No, not really. And I look at the bucket laying. Definitely not.
Well, Arkil, if you are getting injured at one point, then I will make sure you have at least basic functioning part before I upgrade. You are, you are special. We are in a group, so I will help you so long as we are in the same group, It is my job.
Agreed.
And your gun, of course.
I walk by and pat her on the shoulder. I know the Emperor's last rites. And I keep walking by.
So you guys have successfully fixed all these people to the extent where they can be interrogated by the Inquisition, of course. And you don't really have too much to do now. The base security forces have taken over and they're escorting people. Eventually, some people who look kind of like doctors come along and take the people away. One of them gets handed a leg. They're not quite sure why, but now they've got a leg. And you guys are free to kind of, go back to your barracks or have a look around, whatever you'd like to do. I believe, is Sybil, is she off hanging out or did she like did she grab Frail and just drag her back to a bunk or something?
Sir, that is personal business. No.
Yep,
But
true.
no, we went back to her quarters, and then we're probably just kind of walking around. So as I don't know how much more time I have before we have to leave, so maybe like whatever drinks or something. If there's like a place to go for that, meet some more of the other people around. For the ship that we're going to be going on, is it going to be the same like random group of people with us again? Is that what?
Everyone who went to meet the Inquisitor is heading off on the ship as well.
Okay, yeah. So I'll probably get a little bit more information if I can on them.
Okay.
Get a little eavesdropping happenings. I'm very curious about what was his name? Hold on. Frederick Ward. And his he's got some weird backstory that he's very anti-explanatory with, trying to conceal stuff, or I don't know. But I want to know a little bit more about what his deal is, because Sybil's suspicious of his motives.
Okay, would you like to focus specifically on him, or would you like to check out everyone?
I'd like to do a preliminary check, because right now I have information about Frederick, Rhea, and Ilios as like the more specific individuals, and then I don't know about anybody else, if there is anybody else for that matter.
No, that is everyone in the team.
Yeah, then probably Frederick, if that's the case. Then
okay.
Yeah.
Are you going to find out more about him by specifically going, like, following him, or are you going to ask around, talk to people?
I'm not great with people, so I'm more of a ninja in the dark kind of person.
You are, however, spending a lot of time with with one of the people who hangs with the Inquisitor the entire time.
That's true.
If you'd like to question Frail.
Yeah, I mean, I would like, because she talked about, like, the Inquisitor, and she only ever refers to him as Sarge anyway, so there's obviously a backstory there, and that they, dealt with psychers and all that stuff, but beyond that, I don't think we have a lot of other information.
Yeah. What would you like to ask her? What kind of things what's the most important kind of inquiry you have about everything?
That's a really good question. Gosh.
So what's the thing that Sybil is most concerned about? Like possible mysterious figures she's working with, what the mission is, the details on the sector, or their boss?
I mean,
would probably be the main ones.
I'm definitely very curious about the Inquisitor, but I'm more worried about who we're going to have with us physically on the mission, because Sybil wants to know if she has to watch her back. I mean, she's going to anyway, but if there's like a certain individual that she needs to be wary of. She obviously doesn't trust anybody, which is one of the reasons why she's a sniper. In the fashion that she is, she removes herself from crowds and all that stuff. So while she can do well in crowds, she prefers to be on the outskirts watching. So yeah, I think I just what the deal with Frederick is, like, where is he really from? He seems to think he's famous, but I've never heard of him before.
Oh, Frederick. Yes, he's an interesting one. He actually was banished from the core sectors. He was a genius, absolute genius. In certain circles of Inquisitors, he was very much prized as a brilliant operative, because he could charm his way into all these different high class places. He has the gift for speaking, and he very much tends to get people. He bends people to his will. Some people actually, they did wonder whether he was a little bit psychic, like messing with people's minds.
What do you think?
I think he's just very gifted. I don't get the impression of anything warpy going on with him. But you know, sometimes it's hard to tell. Sometimes it's very subtle.
So, maybe he's just a weird guy. I don't know.
He did get banished for improprieties with important people's wives and things like that. So.
Yep, I've killed a few of those people in my day.
Multiple. Well, hundreds of times. Multiple complaints. If he was anyone else, he probably would have been killed off.
Yeah,
it's possible that there's a contract out on him.
I was gonna say, is there a bounty?
Not that I know of, but you know how hush these things are.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's been my job.
Would you like me to find out? Do you want to kill him? Because if you want me to find out, I could make some inquiries.
Yeah, I mean, just out of curiosity, and then if something happens where he should die, then you know I could collect that too. It's just win-win situation.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'll have a look into it and see what I can find, and then if he does have a bounty on him, I'll forward it to you.
Great, that's great.
Probably take a bit of time.
Sure.
You'll probably be gone by then, but if I do end up coming to the sector, I can bring that information with me.
Of course, that'd be great.
I'm going to talk to Sarge and see if he can send us there at some point.
I mean,
I'd like to come visit you.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, that sounds like fun. Maybe we can kill him together.
Oh, that's a great idea.
I don't really need the bounty, but it's just fun to do things.
Neither do I, but
yeah.
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 Right. Okay.
Is there anything else?
I mean, I don't know. How long have you been working with Sarge?
Oh, probably about 10 years, I'd say. On and off. We've been assigned to him multiple times, and more recently he requested that we go with him everywhere. I think he's a bit paranoid about witches and whatnot coming after him.
Like, wait, after him specifically?
Yeah, no, yeah, he's got interesting stuff. Obviously, I'm not allowed to talk about, very top secret, but he's got a very interesting past. He had some problems with a group of people of the psychic nature.
Yeah. Me
yeah,
too.
No,
me too.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of all that.
No, me neither.
Messing with things that no. Well, that's why I have my stakes and everything, So.
Yes, I agree. Huh. I mean, if he needs help, I'm more than happy to help the Inquisitor with specific individuals. Oh well, I will let him know about that, because I don't know whether he has anyone specific in mind at the moment, but I'm sure there's always instances where he wants someone killed. Yeah, I mean, I'm here for a reason, I guess, so I'm very efficient in my work.
Wonderful. Okay, well, I will make a note of that, and I'll let you know if he has anyone he needs killed.
Absolutely. Thank you.
I'm always happy to help. Another drink?
Yes.
Beautiful. And then you guys,
yeah,
kind of go on a bit of a bar hop, checking out different things, just seeing the sights and everything.
Yeah.
I have a vision of you guys like half skipping down like all these like really sad people. There's like smoke curling out of places, things have been destroyed, and you guys are just like la la la.
Life is great. Oh yes.
So is there anything any of you would like to do in the next couple of days before you're set to head out on it is called what the hell? It's
Nebraska.
The Penitent Blade. which is the name of the ship.
I don't think so. I think he's got everything he needs. He's got his guns outfitted, his helmet's outfitted. He's got ammo, and he's got granados. So he's that's all he needs to show violence. So
Okay.
Gonna requisition a gas mask.
No, that's easy enough to find. There's crates and crates and crates of them. And as one of the men who displayed incredible destructive power, you wander up and they don't even ask what you're doing. They just let you in to the kind of like, armory area.
They just let me in.
Yeah.
Oh.
You have a heavy bolter and you killed people in a hail of bullets. The word has gone around a little bit among the security forces.
But I am going to take a little bit of leisure looking around a bit.
Okay.
I don't think any frag grenades, but do they have any crack grenades sitting around?
What's the rarity on crack grenades? I think
they're
pretty
rare. If I remember correctly, they're the rarest little dozens.
The crack grenades. Those are anti-tank, right?
Anti things that need to have things imploded. Yes.
I mean, they're kind of anti everything, but
I'd say, yeah. I'd say there's probably a crate of like 20 crack grenades that just happens to be on the station at the moment.
I just kind of I look at the person nearest to me and just nod, grab the crate under my arm, and walk out with a gas mask.
Yeah, you have someone you have someone like kind of escorting you, not guarding you, making sure you don't take stuff, but just kind of to take you through. And if you have any questions about things, he'll be like, oh yeah, that's that's this.
I don't say a single word to him.
Okay, well then he's just like just walking with you, and as as you pick up the crack grenades, he kind of half goes to stop you and then stops himself and is like, no, this man is untouchable currently. And yeah, you walk out the front of it's like a little bunker armory type thing, almost like a guard post as well. And you walk out the door. No one tries to stop you. They do look at you interested in kind of like, I wonder what he's going to do with those. But
just throw them around.
Yeah, you guys have been mandated to be allowed pretty much what is available on the station. So you now have 20 crack grenades. Congratulations.
Cool.
Incidentally, for anyone in watching, crack is KR. AK. So
crack. It's I have a question. So two people have been in the barracks, right? Has Frederick Ward even been there?
He when you guys were all set up there, you guys all set up your personal spaces and everything. And he comes back very early in the morning and tends to stay out most of the time after he wakes up. He always comes back a bit inebriated, and he's one of those people who gets really, really drunk and then wakes up the next day looking perfect, and he's just like, aha, yes, time to face the day. Hally-ho, and he wanders off, and you guys don't see him for ages.
I'm going to follow him one of those days, because he's never by us. He never talks to us.
Okay. So are you following him after the raid on the black market, and you just kind of kicking your heels thinking, not much to do, let's follow this chap?
Yeah, pretty much. He's just like, it's not more like there's nothing to do. Like he was perfectly content with just sitting there and just like letting the time go by and just like thinking about different ways to fight people, and like his gun, and like polishing his gun and making sure it's like pristine. But like he would always notice that this guy shows up but early in the morning, sleeps for like 2 hours, wakes up, and then disappears. And he doesn't say anything to us. At least he doesn't say anything to Arkeel, because he probably has a fuck off face, like as he's like walking by. And then so he I don't know, it's something. He's fishy, so he's gonna go and follow him quietly.
Okay. Let's have a. Let's go first for stealth would be good, but I think before that, is there anything that you can do? Yeah, I think let's go for a stealth roll. And the places that he goes are very crowded, and like you do stand out a fair amount. Do you take any? Do you try to like make yourself look a bit more normal? Because you guys look all look fairly unique and inquisitory to a certain extent. Would you attempt to look like just another person in the crowd, or do you not really think about that kind of thing?
I'm looking at my skills to see if that would be something that would come across his head. Scrutiny? Do you think scrutiny would be something along those lines?
Yeah, that would.
Okay, so with the scrutiny that he has, he probably figures that like if he puts a shitty fucking bedsheet over him, then he can like walk around and so he just like has a bedsheet like and his head's like sticking out.
Kind of a poncho type style. Okay.
And let's roll stealth.
Because you're made an effort to hide to look less as you are. Yeah. Let's say a +10 to the stealth.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, does it matter if you roll a freaking 2? Honestly, you guys, I give you these bonuses.
Don't worry, the 90s will be coming on my end.
We'll be back to the 90s soon. So yeah, you follow him. Weirdly, you don't really need to like push your way through the crowd. Like you're used to being fairly alone, as it were. Like you're not used to big crowded places, right? But you've kind of figured like wandering through a street of crowded people, like all bustling to different places, would be difficult, but people just move out the way. It's very, very polite here. And yeah, you follow him around for a while. He seems to be just looking into different bars, slightly more upscale than the ones that you guys investigated when you were looking for the black market. But yeah, no, he seems to be talking to random people, a lot of handshakes going on, a lot of kind of laughing and back patting and all that kind of thing. And he does that for pretty much the entire day. I mean, how long do you follow him for? Do you want to follow him for the whole day?
Until he goes back to the barracks.
Yeah, so yeah, like the entire day he's talking to people. Like you roll me a scrutiny again.
Scrutiny. Any pluses?
Yeah, because you succeeded your stealth. Let's say a +10. Okay, 28. Cool. Yeah, you notice multiple kind of passing of you notice multiple passing of notes, like little slips of paper. It's fairly subtle and it's deftly done, but it's like when you slip a waiter to get a better seat, you slip them like a note or something. Like that kind of thing's going on.
But to him, he's just like they're passing out secret messages.
Yeah. It's very obvious they're wheeling and dealing some stuff, and there are multiple instances where it's like a room, like a like this is where my house is from a lady or something. He does a lot of flirting.
Mhm.
And yeah, by the end of the night, he's very obviously fairly inebriated, and he just wanders slowly back to. He wanders slowly back to the barracks, and then just
Okay. As
crashes
he's
out.
like wandering back to the palace, or to the barracks. I said the palace for some odd reason. Like it's what time is it? Like super early in the morning.
It's about 5 a.m. Yeah.
Yeah. As you get on my Vox, and I'm like, Sybil,
Yes.
where are you?
In the quarters.
Do you want to interrogate Ward?
Ooh. What do you got?
I've been following him all day, and he's been passing notes slyly to people.
Well, he is kind of an adulterer or assisting adultery. I don't know. Sure.
It's possible heresy.
Okay. I'm in. Where am I meeting you?
He's coming to the barracks now.
Okay, I can jump him outside.
Or we can do it inside the barracks.
There's other people here. People still sleeping.
So.
Well, if he's not a heretic, then we've just, assaulted a member of the Inquisition.
Can I roll Adeptus Arbite?
Yep. What would you like to know?
What he was doing was illegal.
Okay.
All right. Any pluses?
Yeah, let's say plus 20 on this one. This one's pretty easy.
Okay. Fuck you. Why is my skill? Oh, it's because I'm dumb as shit. That's why. All right.
Well, and plus you have your own kind of vision of the law. It does intersect a lot with imperial law, but you have your own kind of code that you consider to be the law.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, like, you'd say, like, in your soul, you feel that he's committed a crime somehow, but at the same time, you're pretty sure the passing of notes and stuff, while suspicious, is something you've seen happen before between inquisitorial agents who are investigating stuff.
And they're passing the notes to him?
He's passing notes off as well.
Okay.
But he gets significantly more notes passed to him than he passes off.
So he has a bunch of notes on him. So, like, I would get on and be like, he hasn't been doing anything illegal, but in my gut, it tells me he has.
Well, why don't we just ask him?
But we'll be there soon.
I will wait outside casually at 5 a.m.
So a little time passes.
Yes, that's civil.
A little time passes, and you see Frederick Ward. He's not really obviously drunk, but there's a little bit of a stagger going on. Walking up to the door.
Yeah, Sybil's kind of messing with her arm. She's got a little LED, whatever you want to call it, on her cybernetic arm, kind of just leaning up against the outside wall by the entrance.
Yeah.
Frederick,
are you hiding, or are you just in plain sight?
No, I'm in plain sight. Frederick, how are you? Very early.
Sybil, it's nice to see you. What are you doing up so late? Early?
It's early. Yeah, I just kind of...
Early.
I don't know. I felt so invigorated after yesterday.
Yes, well, I'd heard about that. Wonderful job with the killing of people and whatnot.
It's the thing that I am really best at.
Really?
Yeah, it just makes me feel so good to do the Emperor's work.
Yes. Praise the Emperor.
Oh, I did have a question. Do you have any good locations on or bars, for the best drinks? I was really kind of trying out a few different places, but it's just not hitting the spot. you know.
Oh yes, yes. And he kind of details. He goes into probably a long diatribe, a list of all the different places that you can go. He starts saying like, "Oh, this one serves a very, very passable amasec. It's lovely, and of course, the service is wonderful, and the bartenders are just so nice and so understanding."
You're very knowledgeable. And she like comes up closer to him.
Thank you.
I like your hair. It's very nice.
Well, I do like to look after myself.
I can tell. It definitely shows. It's very attractive.
Thank you.
You know, there's people inside, but if you want to perhaps... She's going to try to grab the notes out of his pocket while she's attempting to
like
seduce
distracting.
him. Yes.
Okay, well, distract. Okay.
Can't wait for the fail in this one.
Yep. Yeah.
Let's...
Yeah.
Okay, give me a charm first.
Oh boy.
Oh shit! Fuck. Okay. This is bad, guys. I got real low.
She like
fellowship.
rolls her shoulders. She's like, all right.
Just
Gotta
warm
get
me
my
up before I
rolling
pick
fingers
you.
ready.
Here we go.
Oh no, this is gonna be so bad. Just wait for it.
Drum
I'm just
roll.
like, don't want to hit the button. Oh god.
You got this.
Oh wait, I have to click the thing on the modifier. I forgot about that. Damn it! Where's
And
the fucking sheet? Or that thing.
Is there any pluses to it? Oh.
oh no.
I mean,
You
he is
rolled
drunk.
That's true.
It is true. It is true. You rolled a 22 on, so that's good.
I know.
Unfortunately, your charm is 11.
Yes, I know.
So
You've got the charm of
It would have been
Hey,
21.
big boy.
It would have been 21.
How's it going?
I mean, it's not a terrible fail, but you won't get any pluses on your. Like you can tell that he's more wary.
Uh-huh. Well, because I'm
Um,
an assassin, yeah.
Yeah, well, because you're an assassin and you're an inquisitorial agent, and also he did notice you flirting with Frail.
Mm-hmm.
So he's there are a whole load of things that add on to him being like, this is strange that she's suddenly being flirty with me.
Yeah.
So you can attempt to pickpocket his
sleight of
stuff.
hand.
Yeah, that would be a sleight of hand. If you want to just straight up try and grab them, obviously, that will be a plus. You'll get a bonus to that, but it'll be probably athletics. Is that right?
No, this is gonna be.
It would probably
sleight
be
of hand.
acrobatics. Yeah.
A sleight of hand. I'm waiting for how bad this is gonna fail, though, man. I just don't even
Okay.
fucking know. Okay.
So straight up sleight of hand it
yeah,
would be.
Yeah. Come on, roll 20. Don't be a bitch.
If you want, just before you roll, you can add plus 10 with a fate point, and don't forget you can re-roll as well.
I'm adding plus 10 for fate.
Okay.
90, 90.
Fuck! God damn it!
Wow, no.
Can you re-roll it?
It wasn't a 90, but it was damn fucking
Yeah,
close.
so close.
Yeah.
Do we want to burn all your fate points on this though?
I mean, we
You
get it back
don't
next
get the
session.
plus 10 with the next re-roll
I
either.
know.
I mean,
It's bad.
I mean, I just
you do get your fate points back after.
I know. I didn't use any of them last session.
So
Yeah.
make up for that now.
Yeah, so burn them all right now.
Christ.
It's fine. We won't get in combat this time, guys. It's fine.
Yeah, we will. But maybe chat will be nice later on in the future and give me an advantage later. I'm trying again with.
You're
fate reroll.
re-rolling
I'm
fate
re-rolling.
point.
Yeah, I
Okay.
know. I know it's not a plus, but goddamn it, bitches! I swear to God, don't fuck with me right now. Roll 20. Fuck you. That's right.
Oh!
That's right.
Oh, hallelujah. Praise the Emperor.
Thank you, Emperor. Oh gosh.
So I think like he kind of your flirting works in a way you didn't expect,
Oh, God.
whereby like you're advancing towards him, and he's being a little bit cautious, kind of backing off to the point where he's got his back against the wall. And you just put your hand up like this, very flirty. And he's kind of shrinking back a little bit. He doesn't notice your hand just dart out into one of his pockets and pull out like very deftly, kind of crumpled up ball of a few pieces of paper and things like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I'm just gonna like kind of as I'm like leaning closer and I grab this and I kind of like pocket it, be like, maybe after the mission, I don't know if we should, commingle and all that.
I wasn't aware you were worried about commingling, to be honest.
It's a little different, We gotta be able to watch each other's backs, so.
True. We have to trust each other.
Right.
Trust is very important in a team.
It can be. It can be very hard to trust people, though. And we don't understand each other.
True.
But
well, maybe another time then.
Perhaps. Well, sleep well. I'm gonna probably go off to one of those locations you were talking about.
Oh, yes. Well, the Lusty Gretchen is still open at this time.
Great. I might head over there. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna take a stroll, see who's around, and make my way there. But our mission will be starting soon, so you need to get some rest.
Yes, I do. I need my beauty sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Not much, of course. A couple of hours, I'll be fine.
So it seems. That's pretty impressive as well.
And he kind of gives you a kind of like slightly hesitant wave of like, what the hell just happened? And then wanders in and into the barracks.
Sybil's not very charming. She's just very assertive in her approach, as evident by her current girlfriend.
Death cult assassin.
Eyes up here.
So Archeol, I got the notes out of his pocket.
And you see, like, when you, like, message him, like, in the shadows...
I calmed. I do.
Yeah, I know. Because, so, where you're sitting, like, I imagine it's, like, a hallway kind of thing, and there is, like, a pale light from far off in the distance. And from the shadows, you just see him walk out, and he's like, I'm aware.
Right. We won't talk about that. But maybe the notes are important. Hopefully. God, I need a bath.
Let's take a look.
And you're looking at the notes?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. If she hands them to me, I'll look at some of them.
Okay, so you pick up the first, you kind of uncrumple the first note, and it says in just standard low Gothic, high Gothic, I think actually. Had a great night last night. Feel free to come see me at address location again. My God, you're such a wonderful stallion. Blah blah blah. It's a thank you for a incredible sex night.
Great.
Note.
Great.
So you.
Wow, I never get those.
It's all right. Soon you'll be getting thank you letters from all your patients. dear Dr. Miria, thank you so much for my new leg. I love it. People call me Bucketfoot.
That's all I want.
So through these notes, is there any anything weird?
There are 3 notes that you notice. They don't really make as much sense as the rest, which would speak to you that they're actually in code.
Yeah.
It's very standard fare to code any messages in the Imperium.
Do
you
understand any of this?
I do not, but maybe I can roll for logic. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
With scrutiny?
So I'd say either logic or scrutiny could help you decide what type of codes they are. Let's say scrutiny will help you with your logic. If you'd like to try and figure out what type of codes they are, they will it might be easier to figure out how.
I mean, I don't have logic either. By the way, it's not a known skill for me. So
Yeah.
I'll roll scrutiny
Okay.
as I'm looking at one of them and like seeing if I recognize it. No bonuses, because I don't know shit about it. Nope, I told you those 90s were coming.
Well, I mean, you rolled a 2, so of course the next thing you roll is going to be a 97.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know. I'm just gonna logic at it. I'm gonna look at it and be like, how does Frederick think?
Okay.
These.
Yeah. hold
Damn,
on.
that was
I don't
close.
fucking know. He likes whores, okay? I don't know.
I mean, 2 degrees of success isn't a giant failure.
Yeah.
You know that they're definitely inquisitorial code.
Oh.
You don't know, like, specifically, because all different branches of the Inquisition have different codes.
Yeah.
But, you know, you definitely know that they're inquisitorial codes. And that would lead you to believe that he's doing something, some kind of investigation or something at least.
Mm-hmm. Can I like make a note of all of the notes that we have that are like kind of suspicious, and then because I want to put them back before he wakes up.
Oh, sure, yeah, no, you can.
So he
do you want to
doesn't know.
basically copy them down and?
Yeah. And then
Okay.
I would probably
Yeah.
talk to Frail at some point and just like kind of drop a few of the words and be like, "Does that mean anything to you?" kind of deal.
Yeah. Would you guys like to do anything else from this, or is that?
I
you guys?
would. I would like to, so okay, so what I have utility mechadendrites right now.
Yeah.
What is the process for me to also get a Medicae mechadendrite?
Medicae mechadendrites are fairly rare, I believe. But
Or
I'd
ballistic.
say or ballistic.
Or ballistic. Preferably
Um,
Medicae, but also ballistic's fine.
Okay, well, I'd say probably you don't. They don't have any here because this is more like ship maintenance and things that they don't require the ballistic or the Medicae. But if you'd like to request them, they could probably be delivered here in a few weeks or a few months, and then be sent on to you if you're still in the Pyre sector, or you could come back and collect them. Like you could put a request in with the tech priest.
A
I
requisition.
would love that. Yes.
Okay.
So I would go find a tech priest, I'm guessing?
You could probably go find that engine seer.
Okay.
If you
were
can
talking to
find the
earlier.
rarity level, then you can actually do a roll to see how long it actually takes, since it's not in the system. But I
For
don't know if you want to do
Medicae,
that.
I'm
Sheepy.
looking on the page right now. I'm just trying to see. Mechadendrite, the availability for any of them is very rare.
Yeah.
So that would probably be.
It's like at a minus 30, I think, when you do
Yeah.
a roll, what is influence?
It is influence. Which do any of you have high influence, by the way?
Nope.
What is considered high?
Above
Uh,
35?
I have above 30.
35, I'd say it'd be.
I have 34, so
I have 34 too.
32.
Oh. It's fairly high actually. It's not too bad.
I'm 26.
For a starting character, but you can't increase influence is the problem.
Mm-hmm.
So
So do I just roll influence then? Yeah.
What did you say it was
I
minus?
think for very rare, it might be like a minus 20 or minus 30. I'm not sure. I have a. Let me go grab it.
This is one of the things that's slightly different from
It's
Rogue Trader
different.
that I'm not sure
it
on.
is. Hold on. That's for advancements.
So it would be.
Oh boy, I don't know. I literally was looking at this the other day when I was making that items table.
Yeah, it's
Oh wait, I think I still have it in the Google sheet. It's just hidden. Hidden sheets. How do I show? All sheets.
Vandy with the complicated questions.
I just
Okay,
want
item
things.
availability. A very rare is a
Okay.
minus 30.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you'd be
So-
rolling 4 or under for that.
Yeah.
If you'd like, I'm perfectly happy to let you role play it out and talk to the dude. Maybe try and influence him to get it there quicker, as opposed to rolling for it. Or
Yeah.
you can spend some fate points and
No. I'll
go
just
for the
role
4
play.
or under. Okay.
It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. All right. So I'll go find him. And I guess where do I find him?
You'd find him. He seems to spend the majority of his time by the ships. You actually find him with some like kind of hanging incense and a couple of imperial seals, like cleansing seals, and he's just in the bowels of the ship almost, like on the outside, but he's kind of dug into a little panel on the ship, and he's performing rites and blessings and things like that.
Okay. I'll walk up to him and just be like, Omnisaya, bless you, brother.
Ah, welcome back again, sister. How may I be of service this time?
I am looking for a particular item to add to my body to improve and to serve the Omnisaya even better.
The Omnisire encourages self-improvement.
Yes, he does. And you don't happen to know where I can find some mechadendrite improvements. I am looking to improve my skill with flesh and with metal, with Medicae.
This is a worthy cause if you are intending to improve the weak flesh of men with metal parts.
Of
I
course.
wholly support your crusade.
Metal is the closest to holiness. I must improve. I must
Indeed.
improve those with flesh.
Your faith does you service. Do you require the parts now, as we do not currently have any mechadendrite Medicae improvements on the station as current, but I might be able to requisition some for the future.
That would please me so. I would love to have these mechadendrite parts whenever they come in.
Well, we are requesting supplies soon, and I could maybe see what I could do. I cannot make promises, as obviously we require much here, but roll me a charm. With a +10.
With the +10. Okay.
With a +10 because mechanical talk. You're basically flirting
speaking
with
in
him right
binary.
now.
Oh, well. I'm not that attractive.
It's two degrees of failure. So success and failure, especially when I play this, I like to be kind of like, sometimes failure isn't like a horrible failure. It's just like you don't get as good as you might want. So if you are aiming for like a month delivery, like a failure might be like 2 months instead, because it's not like a terrible failure.
Yeah.
So he'll say, we'll see what I can do, but I would not expect it before 2 months.
That is acceptable. If you happen to get your hands on these maybe sooner, you know that I am working with the Inquisitor.
I will inform the Inquisitor when the parts have come in. Is there anything else you require, sister, before you go?
Perhaps some unguents for the road. I am running low on supply.
No, of course, yes. And he kind of indicates to a crate. I always keep them by the ship. This ship has seen many rough times, and we must keep it in tip-top condition.
And I want to look at the ship, and I want to. What does the soul of the ship kind of feel like to me?
It feels adventurous. You know, it feels like it can't wait to get back out into space and go places that other ships haven't been. You get kind of like you get the feeling of like an old horse that's been let out into the fields and is just acting like a pony again.
Mm-hmm. I just want to place my hand on the ship and feel that for a second, and just look back at him and say, "You have taken very good care of him. This ship is, well, mature, but, well, if it doesn't have the adventurous spirit of a child, this is very well. The Omnissiah is pleased."
Yes, I'm happy to work on the ship. It is nice to encounter the machine spirit in this form. Would you be willing to take a request from me?
Absolutely. Whatever
Thank
it
you.
is to serve the Omnissiah.
I under the impression you are heading off soon with the penitent blade.
I believe so, in a couple days, yes.
Could you occasionally just check on the basic running of the ship and with the I'm sure the others will look after it perfectly, but I would feel a little more comfortable if you would, while you're with it, check on it now and then.
Absolutely. I will treat it as though it were my own.
Thank you. Praise the Omnissiah,
Praise the
and
Omnissiah.
safe travels on your way.
Thank you. And thank you for your help. And I'll take, how big are vials of sacred unguents?
I'm not really sure, but let's say you can, you know, if you just want to take a few kind of like an armful of it and wander off, you know,
Sure.
just like
a couple different mechanical armfuls.
yeah. It's maybe you've even got one like clutched in the mechadendrite, like, you know, something like that.
So I'll take we'll call it 15, 20?
Yeah.
20.
Let's say 20.
Okay. Cool. And I'll head back and like, how many days until we go out?
I'd say at this point you've probably got 1 or 2 days max. It's impending embarkation.
Okay. So the last thing I want to do is I just want to go back and I want to take care of all my mechanical parts, kind of refresh the blessings of everything, and
maybe start loading some of your, because you have quite a lot of bits of scrap metal and stuff that you've been picking up as time has gone on.
Just so like lay them out and like kind of make sure they're all neatly organized.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Sybil, I believe you wanted to talk to Frail quickly about the codes.
Yeah, I just wanted to kind of like give her some of the, like, my notes from it and see if she recognizes what any of the code means.
Well, I'm not really so much with the words. I'm a more sister of action.
Of course.
You know? So yeah. No idea what this means. I can give it to Sarge. He might know. Or I can hand it off to one of the kind of admin, you know, the ones who write in the scrolls and they know all the codes and everything.
Yeah, let's do that. I don't want to bother Sarge with silly stuff like this.
Okay. Well, yeah, I can do that, and it'll probably take a bit of time. You know, they're very busy. I might be able to kick them into action, but if they're not done by the time you're gone, I can always send you a message over while you're on the ship, maybe.
Yes, sure.
Or when you get there.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Well, yes, jolly good, wonderful. I'll go and hand that in now, and we'll see if we can get that started.
Thank you. You're so
and then you can take me for a drink.
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
Always.
Okay, I'll be right back. And she runs off too. I don't know why, but this is like really insulting to the Sisters of Battle. But
Oh,
I
I know.
imagined her like,
Super
I'll be right back.
I know, it's great.
Sheepdog Gaming can only apologize for the offense taken by the portrayal of the Sisters of Battle.
These ones just haven't seen combat. They're way more.
I just bring out unique qualities in people.
Yes. Please direct all complaints about the heresy done to 40k lore to Metamancer TV on Twitch.
It's fine. Listen, guys, we're all about having fun here. There is no lore mongering, as it were.
Hell
this
yeah.
channel.
We make our own lore.
That's right. To a degree,
So-
instead.
What even is the Emperor?
Who's the emperor?
Wow, okay.
Do they have money?
That's great.
If I get the chance, I'd actually like to make my way back to the supply room because
Sure.
now I've actually looked through the list of things. I actually realize there's potentially a few things I actually may or may not want.
All right. You get do you come back like halfway through going back with your crack grenades and you're like, wait a second, there's other things, and then kind of like wander, so you wander back with the
just kind of stop in like middle of a hallway and just for a few minutes just kind of contemplate and I immediately turn back around and start marching back towards the munition station.
As you get back to the munitions with the guards on the door, same ones who obviously you passed before. One of them kind of rips off a salute to you and says, "Sir, did you decide you don't want those grenades? You want to return them?" He sounds a little bit hopeful.
No, I'm keeping these.
Oh, of course, sir.
Oh, if you could hold this, and I pass off the box to him.
And it kind of like clunks, and it's quite big. Like you're a fairly large dude, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he kind of like crumples a bit under it. He's like, "Yes, sir. Of course, sir."
Right. And I wander back in. What I'm actually specifically looking for is an ammunition backpack.
Okay. What's the
So-
rarity on that?
I actually didn't look at the rarity yet, but
Okay.
it's kind of oh, it scares. Oof,
Yeah,
that's rough,
you're not
man.
gonna get it
Yeah,
on here.
it is.
Dang.
Roll. Well, what's the modifier on that? Is it -20 for scarce?
Scarce is more than rare, I think. Hold
Is
on.
it?
Hold on. Let me go back to this. Oh wait, no, it's a -10.
Okay, -10. So if you would like to roll, it could be here.
That's true.
What am I rolling?
It's your influence -10. I know, but some people roll 2s. Some people roll 97s.
Yeah, it's very true.
Sometimes the same person rolls 2s and 97s.
Yes.
So
Oof. Oof.
vicissitudes
Give
of
me
fate.
that too. Wait, why did that roll? What?
It's because it's one of those rolls. It's,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So yeah, you roll the influence 67, and then your target is 16.
Screw it. I'll give it a retry. Why not?
Reroll.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not crazy important, but it's I don't know. It'd be nice. No.
That was a
Still
little
not.
bit closer.
That was very close. If you'd have added 10 with another reroll with another fate point,
Oh yeah, I could have done. Yeah.
you have to do it before the roll.
Yeah, I know. Hindsight's 20/20, right?
Yeah.
Right. Well, unfortunately, I can't.
Or is it
just-
23? I'll see myself out.
Literally offended.
I appreciated it. I was smiling.
I learned how to tone it out nowadays.
Is there anything else you are looking for?
No, that was really it.
You could probably request.
Yeah, I'll requisition one because never reloading's great.
So it's fairly easy. So if you'd like to roleplay it down, you can, but it's going to be about a month. Let's say 3 weeks till it's here.
And who do I have to talk to?
Who would you like to talk to?
I look around the munitions station. Who do I see?
There are random people wandering up and down with data slates, and they're kind of ticking things off, and they're taking inventory. There's one guy. He's in a commissar outfit. You assume, therefore, he's a commissar, but...
Okay, I approach the commissar.
Greetings, citizen.
Commissar, I am looking to acquire an attachment munitions pack for my heavy bolter.
And he kind of looks down and looks at the heavy bolter and goes, "Ah, are you the man who was integral to the raid on the black market?"
I have been in the service of the local Inquisitor, yes.
Wow, that was very impressive work. We've been trying to nail down those gentlemen for quite a while, and I must say, I enjoyed interrogating some of them marvelously.
I'm assuming most of the torture was done beforehand.
Hands, feet, nails, yes, all of that stuff.
I just kind of reminisce about the shoving of bucket leg and... Yes.
The torture began before the torture.
Listen, it was a good leg, okay? Like, I rolled that fair and square. It works.
Even my sight
It
did not see
clunks
that death.
wonderfully. Good old bucket leg.
Oh, buckets.
My
I miss
greatest
you.
work.
Well, what can I help you with?
Just the requisition of the munitions pack is all.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. You really did us a solid favor taking down that black market. I'll see if I can't fast track it a little bit and get it here sooner.
Appreciated, Commissar.
Good. Well, as you were. And he kind of salutes you and then wanders off to shout at some minions.
I just kind of... And just kind of stand there and walk out.
How does Lazarus feel about commissars? Because they're like in the Imperium, they're fairly
generally military, and in the whole, he's very conscious of because of his nature as well. So yeah, nervous, definitely nervous.
Yeah, I mean, commissars do that to a lot of people. To that one was especially creepy. Yeah. So as you walk out, you kind of a little bit distracted. But as you walk out, you hear grenades for you, sir.
Right. No need to call me sir. Lazarus. Thank you. And I grab the grenades and walk away.
Godspeed, Lazarus. Emperor's speed, I guess. But Emperor's speed, Lazarus.
Emperor be with you, Guardsman.
Okay. And you make your getaway with a crate of fucking crack grenades. GM, can I have awesome destructive power? Fuck yeah, let's do it. Let's see what we blow up.
Take 30. Like,
you're going on a void ship, right? Yep.
I'll just toss it against the hole. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Do you guys want to use this point to take a break?
Sure.
that's a great idea.
Yes. All right, guys.
Don't tell me what to do.
Okay, guys, we are going to take a 5-minute break. We'll be back. This is a great time for a bio. Stretch your legs, get up, walk around. Healthy bodies get to watch more D&D. Okay, that's
I
it.
like that.
Yes, there you go.
Healthy bodies do get to watch more D&D and role-playing games in general.
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Yes. So we'll see you soon. Again, go get some drinks. Water, preferably, if you have it, or just have a glass of water. It's a great time. 5 minutes, you got it. We'll see you soon.
What kind of ammo do I have in my gun?
You have magic ammo. That's pretty much if you need something done, we'll work it out.
Okay.
And we
assuming-
were alive that whole time. No, just the ammo question. Hi guys, we're back.
Questions being answered.
Who are you people?
The most mysterious question.
What are you doing on my front lawn?
Oh yeah.
What is this website I'm on?
I don't know. It's called Twitch.
When did I get on Hitbox?
Twitch.
Is
Awesome.
anyone on Hitbox anymore?
Welcome back from the break,
No.
guys. I don't know. Hitbox is.
I have to look now.
Whatever.
I know.
Like, I don't even know.
Hitbox.
We're not talking about Hitbox. We're talking about our awesome Dark Heresy Pyrebrand campaign that we're here for. Yeah. I do want to point out that I appreciate the subs that we had, and we're only one sub away from another fate roll for the entire group. So, just want to put that out there. Will it help
Not because
us
people
or
have
will it
been-
hinder us? I don't know.
Not because people have been throwing away fate points like candy recently with the,
Well, technically, we don't get fate points for it, but
Well, technically, I haven't spent
Oh.
a fate point yet.
Is it a fate roll? Like
it's the fate
you know?
table. Like, what is your
Oh,
fate?
okay.
It's
Yeah.
that effect. Like, you roll a 1d50, and then that was the thing that we did last time, where we pick a random.
Gonna be great when I have to flirt with somebody. It's gonna be.
Oh
So
my
there
God.
is like I want to just put this up here. There's also if you roll a 29, the player is inappropriately frank about their bodily functions. That is an effect that can happen.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a bit unfair for Maria because I feel like she would be anyway.
Sorry, I zoned out for a second there. I'd be what?
Frank about bodily functions.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, your body just has liquids leaking.
Inappropriately, like over the top. We're talking like take the
You know,
10
there's-
and make it to
There's
20.
many liquids. There are many
Yeah.
liquids that evacuate from the body. There is the yellow one. There is the brown one. It is sometimes liquid, sometimes solid. You know, there's the red one.
As a tech priest, you don't produce any bodily functions, but I'd imagine you'd probably explain to others
Yes.
their bodily
Yeah.
functions.
Oh yeah. Oh, they definitely like in ways that they have never really pictured their own bodily functions before.
It's like
You know, they seep
touching,
out of you. You
like,
know, they just.
You appear to be suffering from a sewage leak. I could plug that right up.
Mm, no.
Kink.
I can make machine to reuse your waste.
Gets
then
me a
it-
tube and a bucket.
Oh god.
Just caught a resident, shove it up.
Oh no.
I got my gloves ready.
Where did those come from, by the way?
Okay, so yeah, I should probably explain that. I do a lot of painting at school, and I've been doing some finger painting. And because my paint is toxic, I can't really just use it on my hands. So I use gloves, and I have so many gloves just lying around. So I just went rifling through my bag, my like painting bag,
She's
and I
an
got some.
That's
These are
perfect.
props now. These are official.
Yeah, official
Dark
cosplay.
Heresy. Yeah.
Official cosplay.
I think I might need.
RKL is just like let's do this.
Yeah.
I ripped the dude's leg off, so.
Yeah.
I failed at seducing somebody.
To be fair,
Who was the toxic?
Lazarus did fail by 10 degrees.
Yeah.
Something very serious had to happen in
That's
that
very true.
instance.
That's very true.
Fuck, man. Like, that's nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay.
I would have assumed I just put him out of his misery, but.
I'm moving right along.
So, you guys have all, to your satisfaction, done what you feel you need to do currently?
Actually, next time I see RKL in the barracks, I'm gonna give him 5 crack grenades.
Okay.
So
I'll
you-
gladly accept these.
You now
No.
have 15 and...
Okay.
Do I see this exchange?
Yeah, I don't say anything. I just hand them to you.
Do I see
Okay.
this gift?
If it's in the barracks, I'd say if you'd like to, you are totally there.
I just want to turn to Lazarus and be like, "What do you have there?"
Utensils of the Emperor's Wrath, crack grenades. Tech priest.
Are
And
you going to
last time-
offer me one?
Last time you seemed disgusted by my use of high explosives.
Yes.
So
And?
no.
I just turned back and I'm just like, well, that's fine by me.
I never made like eye contact with you either. Like I just kind of just like no.
I think Barto, is it Bartholomew?
Yeah, I just call him Bardo.
Yeah, the servo skull kind of like hovers close to your head, Lazarus, and clicks at you a little bit, like whirs. You don't know what exactly is with it, but you get the feeling that it's kind of like also a huffy grump, and then turns away.
I take one of the crack grenades and I just like toss it over to Miria. Not saying anything.
I want to catch it with one of the arms and just start disassembling it.
With the mechadendrite?
Yeah.
Don't.
Yeah, no, I just want to start disassembling it very carefully, but I just
Okay.
I want to start taking apart the pieces.
No.
Okay.
Oh, I run out of the room.
start with the
beds
pin,
flipped
like.
Did you just take the pin out?
No,
Like-
no, I was
Okay.
joking.
Okay.
And that was the end of Miria.
Yeah, those are anti-vehicle implosion grenades.
Oh yeah,
They would
no,
tear you apart.
I'm very interested in the parts that they have, and I want them.
Okay, roll me a tech use.
Oh god, I'm gonna blow myself up. Okay. Tech use. All right. Oh, come on. Nope.
Can I-
I'm gonna.
As she's fiddling, rip it from her hands.
It is in my mechadendrites. Oh, I actually have utility mechadendrites. I don't know if that helps.
That should
that case.
be a plus 10, I think, actually.
Okay.
I'm very fucking nervous right now because like Arkeel's like
Miria's clinically insane. You know this, right? Like this.
he's slowly realizing that.
So you kind of so what you do is you kind of turn it over with your mechadendrite, like comes down in front of your face, kind of turn it over, and you're like, okay, this is I'm not sure how big crack grenades. They're like standard hand grenade size, right?
They're probably about soda can sized, a
Yeah.
bit more.
So you figure you can probably get your way in there and fiddle about the insides. It's going to take you a bit of time though, and you probably need better tools than you have with you. You basically take a look at the surface of it and at the pin mechanism and all those kind of things. You would prefer, I would say, to get some proper tools, like a proper workshop going on, maybe on the ship, and you can take a proper look at it. But if you would like to try anyway, you can.
I'll probably like start disassembling it, like look at the inside, like the casing, just take it off, kind of see, like look at the inside pieces, probably realize that I can't do it, and then put it back and just kind of like package it really nicely in with my things.
Just like pat it and
just
somewhere to,
yeah,
Yes.
like
I'm
it's like
just
almost like tucking a
staring at
baby
her.
in,
yeah.
I'm
because
staring-
there's stuff in there that I want. Like there's like if it's an implosion device, there is something I can use to make something better.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see you graft it to someone's chest or something later in the series. Just like,
Oh yes. Oh, so many ideas.
oh, so within, you guys probably have it's probably like the evening before you go off the next day. You all get summoned to the Inquisitor's offices again. And unless anyone particularly feels like they'd be somewhere else, I assume you'll head on there.
No, we're not very social people.
Yeah.
Well, Miria is, but like,
I mean, for an Adeptus Mechanicus, like the fact that the Adeptus Mechanicus is the most social one of the group is kind of backwards.
It's obliviously social though. So
yeah, like
she's
kind of
social
like,
even when people are being social back.
yeah, you know, like she's more doing it for herself. Like,
Yeah.
One thing I also forgot I had on me that I'm carrying with me is a giant hammer.
You do, yes.
I forgot about that.
You could even call it a warhammer.
full fucking circle.
Oh,
you see?
roll the credits.
End scene.
This game that's been going on for 50 plus years, however long it's been going on, has accumulated to this moment. We have one Warhammer, everyone. We did it.
People say there's only war, but now we'll find out what's after the war.
Or war?
Probably, honestly. Heresy.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys kind of, you know, and also the extraneous 3, the NPCs who are with you. You all get come into the kind of offices. The same setup as last time. The Inquisitor's there in his big seat. He's in a fully decked out in power armor with, you know, the same. I think he's got like a big crackling. Well, it's not crackling because it's not powered up, but he's got a big power fist on his one hand, and he's got a plasma pistol on his belt, along with a, as you remember, commissar's hat, which is just hooked against his belt as well. Obviously, you have I've forgotten the other one's name because we've only been dealing with
Daint.
Frail. Daint. You got Frail and Daint there, looking very official. Of course, Frail tips a wink to Sybil as she comes in.
Why is she winking at me? I do not understand this.
Does she have something in her eye? I can replace this.
And of course, as you guys get in, the Inquisitor says, "Good. Now, welcome back. I'm glad to see you all here again, and I must extend a significant thank you, of course, to these 4." And he points at you guys. Well, kind of gestures towards you guys for dealing with our black market, small black market problem. It was very good work, and you other 3 could learn something from them. Might be worth talking to them in the future. Do you want to say that? Like,
I just want to whisper to Archeon and be like, "Do you think they found Vandis?"
That was quite a loud whisper.
Do you think they found Vandis?
Okay.
Not right now. We'll talk about it after.
On the back of that, I think for this current mission, I was debating over whether to have a single leader, and I think for this one we'll have we'll have 2 groups of investigators, and the first group will be the 4 who facilitated the raid on the black market. I hope, Arkiel, you'll be willing to be the arbiter. When your group can't make a decision, your word will be final on which direction to take.
Yes, sir.
Good. And you, the other group, would you be willing to be headed up by Frederick Ward? And they kind of...
Is it like when he mentioned Frederick Ward, I kind of like raise an eyebrow and like look over that direction.
And Frederick says, yes, and puts his arm around the kind of heavily cloaked one, and who immediately, like, you know, shakes him off, and you guys feel a little bit more uncomfortable, as you always do when she's about. And he says, "We become fast friends, and I think we can really add to this mission." And the Inquisitor says, "Good. Well, that's settled. Obviously, you will need to coordinate with both groups. If you cannot decide on the correct path between yourselves, each of you now have an arbiter to make the final decision. But you know, I'm trusting you all to be reasonably sensible about this." And he stares at Miria for a second. So, are you all aware of your mission, what you need to do? I understand it's slightly vague. We have very little information about the sector, but for the most part, we'd like you to root out Heresy and destroy it wherever you find it. And of course, have a search for those missing Imperial Guard regiments if you have a chance.
Of course.
Writing down notes. Find guards.
Did we ever get told the last known location?
No.
Oh. Well, could we perhaps start where they were last heard from?
Of course.
Sybil makes the suggestion.
Yes. The Imperial Guard regiments were slowly pushing forward in the sector, in the Pyre sector. They got to Exile, which is further along than some of the other planets. We don't have much information about Exile. There was reportedly some form of battle going on there that the regiments had reported on. After that, we lost contact with them. It is possible that they got caught up in the war, but we don't have any information about it. So it could be a good idea to go and investigate Exile. However, use your best discretion on that.
I'll leave it to Archeo. I care not where we go.
Rejog my memory. We're going to the frontier world. Why?
Root out Heresy.
Yeah, root out Heresy, possibly find the Imperial Guards that went missing.
So the basic setting and the mission that you guys have is they started sending out some Imperial Guard regiments to the Pyre sector. They were making good headway and then disappeared. They stopped receiving communications from them. They've brought a couple of worlds, like populated worlds, back into the light of the Emperor and the Imperium. And they were working on a couple of other worlds as well. And now there's a lot of rumors going on that there's weird warp heresy. There's a lot of worrying rumors basically, and they don't want to send in like the Space Marines. So they're sending in the Inquisition to check it out and see if they can deal with it.
Okay. So our first destination, regardless, is the Fold.
Your first destination will be Canyon's End, which is it's similar-ish to. It's slightly smaller than this station. It's more of a jumping-off point from the. There's basically like one stable-ish warp route that you can get through to get to the Pyre sector, and they built a station at Canyon's End, like where the warp route comes out.
Okay. So after Canyon's End, are we supposed to go somewhere, or it's up to us where we want to go?
It's up to you guys, really. You'll probably be able to talk to people in Canyon's End who have a better idea of what's going on in the sector.
Okay.
It's kind of a skeleton crew, but yeah. You can have a chat with them, and they'll be more forthcoming with information.
All right. Then I would go. We'll discover our route when we get to Canyon's End.
Of course. I leave it up to you. I believe you've all been outfitted with what you need.
Yes.
Yes. We have a few requisitions that have been requested. When they are received, you'll get word from us via Canyon's End. So check in there if we can. If we do send supplies over to Canyon's End anytime soon, we will send them there. Aside from that, may the Emperor be with you. And remember, root out heresy wherever you find it.
May the Emperor be with you.
I'm with you.
Praise the Emperor.
Praise the Emperor.
Right, dismissed.
Da-da-da.
And then Archael would just go back to the barracks and see if everyone joins him there.
Yeah, Sybil's already had everything packed, by the way.
I just follow Argo.
Yeah.
Actually,
Frederick Ward does stay behind to talk to the Inquisitor. You notice that, but that's all. Everyone else heads back.
So yeah, as we're walking out, and Sybil's next to me, I'd be like, "Did you find anything out about any of those?"
She didn't know any of the code. Then she inquired with the administratum, but I don't have any particular timetable on when that answer will get to me.
What was it written in?
Gothic, I guess, right? Like,
Or like an Inquisition?
I got
Yeah, it was a inquisitorial code.
yeah.
Wonder if we can pertain our own code. Something to help us along our way.
Would any of you like to try and start working on a code?
I mean, I'd probably be down.
Go
Yeah.
for it.
I mean,
Um,
I'm not making like a real code here, right? Like I'm actually just
How to
like
make a new alphabet.
okay. I mean, I can start. I got paper. I mean, what's your feeling on wingdings?
Gothic wingdings. That's what we need.
I would love that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
yeah.
do you is this kind of something that you guys as a group have had a little discussion about? Is it like someone needs to make a code kind of thing?
I think it would have came up that Archael likes his group. He doesn't trust the other group. Just because Frederick Ward does things weird, and he does things like a sneaky person, and he's an arbiter, so he doesn't like that. So he would be like, yes, we need our own code, something that only we can decipher.
I want to say at that point, I'm probably writing down like chicken scratch in, I guess whatever the common tongue is, but it looks so bad that it probably looks like code.
Yeah.
Well, I have been told that my regular writing is not very legible. Patients have said they're very picky sometimes. Perhaps if you can decipher my writing and you can copy this writing, maybe that makes easy code.
Maybe a bit too easy, Tech Priest.
And I want to show him my notes.
Yeah, I can't read that.
They're illegible.
I don't know what that. Nope.
Yep.
I will actually attempt to read these notes.
Okay.
What do I need to roll for these notes?
Let's say probably scrutiny would be the one here.
Don't worry, I have this in the bag. It's perfect.
A 1 on a 6.
6.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
And when you need to make a roll that matters, now we know where it went.
Holy shit. Well, there goes our one good roll of the entire campaign.
Right?
Oh my
Our
god.
first critical success is on the chicken
it's
scratch.
the mutant eyes,
Yes.
I tell you.
Okay,
Oh,
so
wow.
because this happened, Lazarus and Miria, what is your code called?
Ooh. What is our code called? Bones.
Bones?
We're writing in bones.
Okay, you're writing bones. All right, so
Does that sound good, Lazarus?
Gotta defer to you, Tech Priest.
So, if you guys would write in your linguistics, skills, you now have, you are now a tick as well. You are now proficient in code, colon bones.
Is that everyone?
No.
Just those two.
No.
Oh.
Sweet. Does that add 1 tick to it?
Yeah,
Put 2
okay.
ticks in.
2 ticks?
Critical success, 2 ticks.
Sweet.
So you guys can now communicate via writing.
I learned to write really bad.
Yeah, you've learned to write really bad for a critical success.
I guess to Lazarus, it probably just looks like regular writing, and he's like, "What are you talking about? This is like so normal."
So what I kind of imagined is if you mixed trying to write Low Gothic with actual Mechanicus.
Yeah, there's aspects of the binary script and of
being
the
from
High Gothic, Low Gothic, so many different influences in here. It's all messed together, but for some reason, it just clicks with your brain.
I am from a Forge world.
True.
I've probably been around a bit of.
It kind of
It's
makes
a
sense
Forge
in a
world
weird
thing.
way. Yeah, it's a
stuff.
Forge world thing. But can we get a scrutiny from Sybil and from Arkiel as well?
Yeah, I read it perfectly, by the way.
Oh wow.
Yep. No.
So Arkiel, you have a tick in bones after being kind of talked through a couple of times, and you start to get a handle on it. It's not perfect for you, but you can decipher parts of messages and things. You're starting to get there. Sybil, words are hard, you know? Like, who writes anymore? Like, who uses code?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm all like, yeah, you know what? When I say only death does duty end, then you know that I'm going to kill somebody, okay?
Yeah.
Great. Let's just be done with it.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
But what if you write it?
Then you'll know. It looks like I'm reciting, all of the important divinations, but you know that that's my code for I'm killing somebody.
Arkiel doesn't know how to read.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
So this is his first language. He learned how to
What?
read. in life.
Oh my god, that's awesome!
Because if you remember how the notes went, she read the notes and then she handed him the Inquisitor notes, and he's like, "Yes, I don't know what this says." And
Okay. Well, yeah, you get a base understanding of a written language.
okay.
It's a code that
so
3
proud
people
of
know. Congratulations!
Lazarus and Miria are just like proud parents, like, "Oh, we're so happy for you, son. You can read these scribbles and a couple squares and zeros and ones."
The bumbling idiot can read it. He who was illiterate can read it, and the tech priest.
Maybe it's a language for the stupid.
It could
Because I
be.
mean,
I think that's almost a compliment to me, but not.
I mean, now you're excluded from the cool kids.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's fine.
oh god, I love that comment. Reading Rainbow 40k.
So yeah, Sybil take linguistics, no ticks, code bones, and Arkiel, if you haven't done it, code bones, 1 tick.
I got it.
Okay. So if you guys ever need to use a code, you will have code bones. It sounds like a TV show, but yeah.
That's because it was a TV show. Bones was. I don't know about
Oh
Code.
yeah.
Code Lyoko was an old cartoon.
No, so there you go. Now you combine the two and TV show. Done.
Really weird show.
I'm so glad you critically succeeded on that. That was
Right?
That was really cool.
Was ungodly, and I'm
amazing.
going to fail it every. That's how my rules go, by the way. If
Yeah.
I don't need it, I'll crit succeed.
Well, you made a language out of illegible doctor writing, so I call it a win.
But reading through her journal, do I see her diagrams?
Are they there on the?
I would say there's a few of them, like mostly like the good ones, they're on the ticker tape in Bartow, but the ones in the notebook are more just like observations and not like, they might not necessarily be factual. They're just kind of like, I sat there and I kind of wrote and then eventually figured it out and put it on the ticker tape. So it looks like the scrawlings of a madman.
Yeah,
Probably.
I do kind of just flip, like, you can't tell I'm looking at them, but I'm kind of just like looking at them.
That's a good point, actually. You guys can now pretty much understand.
Except for me.
Archeal less, but yeah, you if you ever look through the journal, you will now have a decent idea of what's going on in there. So that's gonna be
Don't
scary.
look into the eyes of madness.
I have the eyes of madness.
Oh yeah.
When you
I
look
guess
into
that
the
works.
eyes of madness, the eyes stare back. Okay, so yeah, I think we're ready to head off to the ship.
To the wizard.
So you guys get situated. At this point, there's probably a administratum clerk type person who comes up and says, "All right, well, we've got everything on board. Do you have any needs or requests? Like, where would you like to be bunked?"
Near the cargo bay, if I can, that'd be great.
Cargo bay? Well, there's like 6 or 7, 8 cargo bays.
The largest one.
Largest one. Okay. Are you wanting to all be in the same general area? Like, it's a for those of you who don't know, Imperial ships, even like small Imperial ships, they're big.
Yeah.
They're fucking massive.
And if we're Inquisition, like, this thing's probably at least big enough for exterminatus.
There was actually a hilarious the first time I ever GM'd a 40k game, they came to a planet and they were in a cruiser and they asked if they could land on the planet. I was like, no. Not so much actually. But yeah, sorry.
Nerds. So I would look at him and be like, "Oh, we would all be staying together."
Same room or
Yes.
kind of?
Okay. If I may,
I need a little bit of space, Archeal. Jeez.
is close
I
to
can
the
make you
chapel.
a wall out of metal.
If,
Maybe?
if not within, at least as close to the chapel as we can be.
Okay.
Of course.
How about you guys go to
Yes.
the chapel and I'll go to the cargo bay?
But what about the sleepovers? What if you get injured? What happens?
Oh, I think I'll be
I'd
alright.
How will
rather
I
all
know
of
to
us
take
be in
care
this-
of you?
I can
I'd rather all of us be in the same vicinity.
Oh, wait.
I think this is a good idea. That way we can report back.
You
And
can
we all
have
know
your
where
own
we
corner.
are. Who? Sybil.
Yeah.
That's what we
Boss.
have our comms for, to communicate when we're not.
Yes,
in
but what
our-
if comms fail?
How could you say such a thing?
They
Well.
fail pretty often.
See, my comm will never fail. Yours might. I cannot fix it if you're not here.
What if someone breaks the encryption on your Vox?
So, same room?
Same room.
Same room.
I just look
Same
at
room.
Archeal.
Maria just wants to be around people
I mean,
to study them.
Gonna
Now she
wake
has
up
three
with like a cranium thing, just on
Do not
people's
worry,
heads.
just doing surgery on your brain.
in the midst, like just poking
It's so
and scratching.
squishy. Why is it so squishy? Mm.
Oh, we can replace this with metal.
Could someone hand me a metal bucket pipe? Cool.
That That's
Has
called
it been
a servitor.
cauterized?
That's literally a servitor. So
Yeah.
you replace it with metal. They get lobotomized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's your pastime, honestly. Like it was
Just I need a new
lobotomizing.
servitor.
Yeah, the
Okay.
occasional. How do you think Bardo got there?
Whip someone's skull.
Just okay.
Perfect skull.
Yeah. So we would just walk to our area.
So you guys get set up in your communal bunk area. It's actually quite impressive compared to the regular quarters because you guys are important and everyone else is mostly not.
Are we able to section it off?
What so that you have like kind of obstructions from your own personal spaces?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think probably as soon as you get there, Miria is already starting to construct like little barriers and things, and the admin guy it was probably like a rating, who's like a void ship sailor, I guess, who directed you there is like, oh, please don't, no, it's
Oh no, it's fine. No,
But, yeah.
it's fine. I need to
Yeah.
set up my workspace, please. And how like
There's
we'll be
any-
setting up like shelves and stuff and like partitions and there's a lamp.
If there's any scrap metal around.
the crack grenade just rolls out of your backpack
Oh,
type
no.
thing, and like
No,
I-
I cannot
I-
get rid of you yet. And I want to put it very
Like-
gently in like a cushioned thing on my desk, the new desk that I just set up. Just like an egg.
Just
And-
kind of
you know.
nod.
Yeah. I
the
look at-
rating like turns to Lazarus and says, "Was that a grenade?
Crack grenade, yes. One
Crack,
of many.
crack. Okay. I haven't had many dealings with the Inquisition, but is this normal?
I open up my box and start actually taking mine out and setting them up in a row so I can just easily grab them.
More.
I want to look over. I was like, you have so many and you won't share.
I also pull out my frag grenades and do the
Yeah, like,
same.
and
You
and
have
if you would've
those
looked at
too
him,
and you
like,
won't share?
I have like frag grenades here and like four, like 2 crack grenades on each side and the bolt pistol, and I'm just staring at him. I was like, we need scrap metal.
Oh,
Scrap metal.
good scrap metal.
Good scrap metal.
Or good metal.
Good metal. Yeah. I'll send someone along right now with that. I'm just going to the other side of the ship. I have work over there I have to do.
You will come back.
Yeah, well, not me personally, no, but someone
no.
will see to your.
What is your name?
You gotta name every NPC, dude. Just have a
You,
Dollars.
you gotta be prepared because Miria likes names.
just have a randomizer up.
yes.
It's so easy.
I have one already. Lonnie.
Lonnie.
Yes, Lonnie.
Lonnie, you will come back. You
will
are
come back.
wonderful. We like you. You will come back. You will give us the things that we need. Maybe with friends. Drinks.
I'll put a request into my superiors. One moment, please. And he kind of like wanders outside, and you hear him like on the comms being like, "But I don't want you. They're fucking crazy."
Sybil has like followed him out because she's going to go explore the ship, and she like pats him like very sturdily on the back and says, "Don't worry, if we're gonna kill you,
Oh.
you won't see it coming." I'm sorry, this
Oh.
goddamn scream.
I just want to peek out and just.
Hello. Can I? I'll work down in like
It's the scrap metal here yet.
I'll work. No, not yet. But it's. I'm putting a request in. I'll work down in like the bowels of the ship in the worst, like radiation. I don't care. Anywhere. No. Okay.
Lonnie,
Hello.
please, will you take us for a tour?
Of the ship.
Yes. After you bring the metal.
Do you have a couple of days?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Do we have a couple of days? I don't know how long's the travel.
Oh, the trip will depending on the warp and our navigator. The trip should only take 2-3 weeks, maybe.
could technically never.
Plenty of time to make friends. Come on, let's get the scrap metal. I will get set up, and then we will go on tour together.
I just go find the chapel.
I'm looking for the cargo bay, the largest cargo bay.
Are we next to it?
Yeah, you're like situated fairly close, so it's just
That's
down
where
a
I'm
couple of
going.
corridors.
Looking through things.
Well, I guess it's just me and sorry, what are your names?
You're muted.
Muted.
Oh, sorry. Miria, and I want to get one of my mechadendrites to shake his hand.
Hello, Lonnie, as yes, and you, sir, or he looks at you, Arkil.
Arkiel.
Arkil, good. Are you also requiring a tour of the ship?
No.
Arkil will come with us.
I look over my shoulder as I'm walking back away towards the chapel.
Lazarus too.
I continue to walk.
I want to get on my comm and just be like, you were coming back after Lazarus. Come in.
You probably noticed me take the comm out of my ear and stick it in my pocket. By the way, I've left my heavy bolt in the room.
Oh,
That makes me very happy.
Are you sure you want to go on the tour of the ship right now?
Well, no, because we're waiting for the metal first, and then we'll go on the tour.
Yeah.
I still have stuff to set up.
How long to the metals here?
a couple of hours, maybe.
That is enough time.
Well, while you're waiting, I will come back in a couple of hours. I will go hunt down this metal for you, and then we will go on a tour of the ship.
Oh, Lonnie, you are a blessing from the Messiah himself. Oh,
That's what
Now
my
go.
mother told me. Okay, I will return in a couple of hours. Good. Bye. And he leaves.
he was nice.
I guess so.
I want to go back to putting together my stuff.
So, notepad, Lottie.
Listen,
We're going to be best friends.
This is a Warhammer, but you can just kill him.
I know.
I'm thinking, I'm just like, I could just use him as like a test subject.
He'll probably die anyway because we're here. So, you know.
Well, Warhammer 40k, you can say that about mostly anyone.
Yep.
They're probably going to die quickly.
Yep.
And painfully. So let's follow Sybil.
I'm
what
looking
are you?
for cargo, like interesting cargo, things that they didn't talk about. Anything that's like unique. It's not necessarily for her to take. It's just she's very curious about what people hold in their possession. So it's like she wants to see what else is here that people don't talk about.
Okay. Well, this is a pilgrimage of sorts. Like, it's taking it wouldn't really be a cult, but it's kind of a religious group who's come together to, go and colonize the new sector in the name of the emperor and all that kind of stuff. So I'd say roll me a... I keep wanting to say roll me investigation. Roll me a... either probably scrutiny or inquiry, depending on what you want to do. Like, if you want to go searching, it would be scrutiny. If you want to talk to people, it would be inquiry.
Well, I have higher perception, so I'm going for scrutiny.
And let's have it be a +10 to that.
I don't have any of these things at all. Like, any of this. Not in my repertoire.
Well, at the end of this one, we'll do the XP for last session and this session. So yeah, it's a big ship. You just from your general being stealthy and you know kind of investigating, sneaking about. There's a few places where it's hard to get into because lots of guards. You're not exactly trying to like infiltrate anywhere,
Right.
just investigate.
Yeah.
But you do hear the word of a couple of relics, you know, just holy imperial relics and things like that. Nothing too juicy, just general, you know, like finger bones or like some adornment or something. Nothing too exciting, but mostly the ship is packed with general supplies for starting a colony on the world.
Okay. Cool. So, like, what would you say the population of this ship is at takeoff?
Let's decide how big the ship is.
Small country.
No, I know, but like, it depends, right? Like, if they're colonizing, then like, how many normal, like, non-battle ready people are there versus militia, that kind of stuff?
So this is more of a labor of religion than like an official thing. It's you know kind of a group getting together and wanting to go and then getting permission. And,
Gotcha.
You know, so they're not being sent with like a god or anything.
Right.
A lot of them are very religious fanatic, like exceptional religious fanatics. So they have they all tend to have like las pistols and stubbers and things like that.
Right.
Crazy glint in their eyes would be not completely wrong. They've got a lot of they don't have people who know how to farm or anything like that. They mostly have people who know how to burn people at the stake.
Gotcha.
You know, a lot of religious leaders, a lot of preachers, and these kind of things.
They're the never spoken of witch hunters now.
Yeah.
Okay.
They need a codex too.
Nerds.
Nerds. All right.
So yeah, it doesn't look like a particularly successful, grouping of people to go and colonize somewhere.
Okay.
A lot of religious fanaticism and prayer groups and that kind of thing going on.
Okay. Well.
Let's have a look at the. So while we're looking at the Imperial Navy, Lazarus, you're off to the chapel again, yes?
Yes.
The chapel is full. There's a line.
I just move through.
Just push through them?
Yeah, I assume most of them are religious fanatics.
Yeah.
As I'm passing through, recognizing zealots, is this a religion, like, are they absolutely for the Emperor, or is this potentially something that's spun off?
Intriguing. What skills do you have? Let's have a look.
Not.
Well, it's been a little while since we'd have had the Lazarus rolling. I think the next one we're due for is a 100.
I start killing fanatics.
Let's have ourselves a scrutiny, shall we?
Okay, so I need to get a 6 or less. Can we change that?
You're okay. So, considering that you have been, like your character has very clearly got a fairly strong religious background. Praising the Emperor, very devout. You'd probably be able to discern decently. So let's say plus 20 on this, just for basically normalizing your stats, I guess.
Literally bringing it up to normal. Yeah, roll the 2.
A 2? Are you kidding? Oh my god.
First
And
one.
I'm not
you
mad,
need to
I'm
make
just
those
surprised.
rolls and you fail. We
No,
know
no,
where
it's
they
fine.
went.
He's
How-
going from 1 to 100.
It's
So the
very
next one will be
slowly.
3.
Oh,
We just gotta do
God.
100 rolls. How are we rolling so poorly last week, but then this week we've gotten
Because
a
last week,
critical fucking win there, and then a 2.
I mean,
last week was
speak for yourself. I'm
somewhat-
not rolling so hot. So.
Fuck.
The Emperor
I don't know.
gives, the Emperor takes away. Sometimes, if you are very religious and fanatical, the Emperor gives you 1s and 2s.
for the Emperor.
For the Emperor. Oh yeah, these guys are you recognize the sort. Like you're not a kind of die hard, kill everything that isn't 100. You know, like these guys are crazy fanatical. And you've seen this kind of thing twist before.
Yeah,
You know, it starts off pure and it can be twisted. Whereas you have a certain degree of not cynicism, but awareness of, you know, you've seen this happen before, so you're aware of it a lot more than these people. They seem to be very simple in their devotion,
Okay.
which is easy to twist. But from what you can see right now, they appear to be fully devoted to the Emperor.
I'd like to go to the chaplain and see if I can propose holding a sermon.
Okay. So you said you were pushing through, right?
Yeah, I'm just gonna push my way through.
Okay, so yeah, you quite literally part the crowd as you push through. Like, you know, people are just standing there waiting, you know, kind of talking between themselves, and this kind of this big guy pushing through, just kind of, even if they don't want to move, they find themselves moving away, you know. And you get through to the chaplain. He's kind of dealing with a couple of people, just blessing them, and then they move, and people get out of your way. You walk up to him, and he says, "Hello, my son."
Greetings, chaplain. I know you're busy, as I can tell, giving the blessings of the Emperor.
Yes.
In my passing, I've heard words of fanatics in the past, and I feel this group can be easily turned. Would you mind if I gave a sermon in the name of the Emperor to solidify the belief and show them true light?
Well, the Emperor does protect, of course, and while I haven't noticed any of what you say, I have, of course, heard of you by now, Lazarus. And I'm always open to help from the Inquisition. So yes, of course, yes, no. When would you like to do this?
Immediately.
Of course, yes. And he kind of, starts turning around, ordering people about, like, you know, clear things out a little bit. We'll have someone. Would you like to project this to people outside as well, or?
If you wish it so.
I think everyone should hear your words. You have been instrumental in cleansing the station of corruption.
Wonderful. Thank you for your blessings, chaplain.
Of course. Emperor be with you.
Emperor's protect.
And they start kind of, you know, hooking up the. They get a couple of tech priests down, and they start hooking up a few.
Not Miro, right?
No. She's currently probably badgering someone walking past her room.
You! Where are you? Where are you going? Come here. Can
Hello?
you get me some wine?
Yes, right away. And then Lonnie runs off to get you wine.
I'm just staring as he leaves.
Christ.
Oh, he's gonna like walk around the entire ship to avoid your room at some point. So that all gets set up, and you get kind of like a little stand, kind of podium, and everything set up for you. It takes probably about 30 minutes max, and people start kind of even more crowding in and like peeking around the corner to see what's happening, and finally you're set up on the podium and ready to go.
Right. Do you want me to roll for this?
What would you like to do?
So I know my fellowship's really low, so instead, to strike the fear of the Emperor into these people, I'd like to do Intimidate.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, let's kind of like you don't know what's out there, like not just intimidating with yourself, but with knowledge of what you know.
Knowledge of the horrors that can be shown.
Okay.
And I also I do with my eyes focus on select people. And
do you demask?
Does the chaplain said he knew about me? Can I assume he knows about my eyes?
I imagine you guys had a little chat about how he knew the chaplain in the station, and they talked, and so yeah.
I will preach minorly on the touch of chaos and potential corruption, and the need to control, even if touched. I will proceed to potentially smash the fear of the Emperor into these people.
How about the mask? Does that stay on or does it come off?
I assume probably. So this is something that Lazarus will get very passionate about. Normally broken speech becomes far more clear. And I assume in the heat of the moment he will have ripped off the mask and glared with death's gaze into people.
Okay, take a plus 40 on your intimidation. Okay, yeah, no, I'd say like as your speech goes on, and especially like probably like at a culmination of a very kind of passionate warning about chaos and how seductive it is, and how even if you aren't even if you stay pure, like it can still touch you. You just like rip off the mask and like just start burning your gaze into people. I think probably a couple of people faint, actually, like just straight out as soon as your eyes like land on them, they just like pass out and start kind of convulsing very slightly. And you, as you start to like, as your speech starts to like, die down, and you end it probably on a fairly impressive like fist slam on the on the podium. The podium like cracks and crumples because it wasn't as well made as maybe you'd like. And then you just replace your mask, and like everyone inside is very trepidatious. The kind of the burning zeal that you saw has mostly died down to more of like an awed, kind of more genuine respect for the Emperor. People outside, there's the people looking in. Yeah, anyone you can see from this podium, destroyed now podium, was kind of their zeal has died a bit, and it's a bit more of a pure love for the Emperor in their eyes. But it's not a massive thing, like you've got a good couple thousand people around, but
excuse me, not a massive thing, only a couple thousand people.
Would we like to go into the size of?
I understand, but like, that's a pretty large thing, actually.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This is the thing is it's they specifically, on the ship have a big chapel, because they're religious fanatics. So yeah. I think this would probably be a what's it called? A changed like frigate, probably,
Okay.
or like a kind of frigate class. I'd say they probably have enough influence to get themselves like a kind of decommissioned style frigate and turn it into more of a transport. It's not heavily armed, but they've
Okay.
refitted it to carry a lot more people and everything. So there's probably, I think frigates tend to house, is it around 20,000 people?
Something. I don't remember. I don't care generally about the Navy.
Yeah, it's well, I was Rogue Trader. You have to care about ships a lot in Rogue Trader. Like it's like, what? How many people?
Like a destroyer, a cruiser, a frigate, aircraft carrier. I mean, those are the different variations.
Mhm.
Yeah,
there's other ships that are smaller. I don't know what in is this like not the smallest ship, but like kind of
this is like the smallest war void ship.
It'd be like a frigate.
So yeah, it's about 25,000 people. So
Okay.
this probably holds about 30,000, most likely.
Okay.
So a couple thousand of them, you've got their attention, and they're a bit less crazy.
Cool. At the end of my sermon, I will lead them in prayer, and after that, I will thank the chaplain back into my more broken speech. Thank you for your time, brother. And may the Emperor guide not only you, but all who would step within this church to a righteous path.
Thank you, Brother Lazarus. I did not see what you were saying before, but after your speech and everything, I understand more what you're worried about, and I bless you for your words.
Thank you, chaplain. And I march back out of the chapel.
Okay. Wow. I'm worried about when the cult of Lazarus is going to start.
Oh boy.
Man. Yeah, I mean, pick the name for a reason, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Heck.
So I'd say a few hours have gone past at this point. You guys are all settled in and you've gone about your respective duties. And the ship has kind of undocked and is starting its build up into warp travel. And was there? Oh, you did want a tour of the ship, so I imagine Lonnie comes back at some point and is like, "Right, yes, let's go for a tour of the ship."
Great.
Yes. Giant.
Where's our
ship
kill?
with 35?
I'm just standing there, just like.
Oh, you have not moved in 3 hours.
Standing there, grumpy against the.
Are you sure your legs are not made of steel?
They are not.
We can change that, but later. Okay, Lonnie, take us around the ship.
Yes. Okay. Well, let's go.
The whole way, I want to be sensing kind of the ship and like where the soul of the ship kind of like most like where I can sense it the best kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, there in the sometimes the things can be fairly vague. Like you feel it kind of permeate all around, of course, but there are specific areas, like when he takes you through the when he takes you through like the void shield area, which is the void shields are kind of the defensive. Basically what they do is they tend to absorb a hit and then the field generator kind of stops working for a bit, and yeah, it's like a negator hit kind of thing in a technical sense.
Like an FTL.
Yeah, very much like in that. And there's the Gellerfield. The Gellerfield generator is basically the protect us from the horrors of the warp thing. And roll me a tech use.
Tech use. Where are you? There you go. Nice. By 3 degrees.
Yeah, so you have you notice like a slight irregularity in the power couplings to the Gellerfield generator, and you just like you just kind of, you know, would you like to tinker with it a little bit and
well, I just want to make a mental note of it real quick.
It's nothing that would cause a collapse of the field, but it's something that will deteriorate with time. So
yeah, I want to make a mental note that I want to swing by and maybe like see if there's anything I can improve there, because if it's gonna deteriorate, like if I can feel that it's kind of rocky, then I'll probably be like, we're gonna be warping. So
yeah.
You're
going to be in warp for about, depending on how the navigator does, you're going to be in warp for like 2 or 3 weeks. So
okay, yeah,
it wouldn't deteriorate in that time, but you have the time to work on it if you want.
Cool. And then is there, because I was told to kind of take care of the ship anyways, so anything I see that could be that I consider to be subpar, I'll probably make like a mental note of it to like come back and check it.
Okay. I'd say like obviously it's a slightly old, it's been around for a long time. It's been through a lot of wars, and then it's been refitted and everything. So I'd say like the void shields could probably use a tuning. And definitely the Gellerfield is worth looking at. Aside from that, you know, it's all mostly decent. You don't get taken to the bridge because in the Imperial Navy, the bridge is almost is the word sacrosanct? Like it's one of those places where you need permission from the captain to go there. And very often, like even when it comes to the Inquisition, a crew will like stand up to the Inquisition if they try and like take over a captain's ship type thing, because they're very like that. But if you'd like to go to the bridge area, you can probably arrange that at some point.
Okay. Yeah. Probably make a mental note that I didn't go there either, but that's like an important part just to check out. Yeah.
And here's room 5679 of storage. This is where we store more scrap metal. Yes.
Oh, good. Mental note. Arkil, if ever you need more scrap metal, you know where to find it. In this room and all the 5,000 others.
Yes, the scrap metal's for you.
Oh. You're so kind.
This is like a couple of doors down from where you guys were. It's just like a little it's basically the scrap metal's being dropped off in there for you.
Oh, okay. Okay. Because I was gonna look at him, I was gonna be like, it took you this long to get me the scrap metal when it was right here? What is this? No. But okay, so we're kind of going around, and I want to look at Arkil and I'd be like, Arkil, is there anywhere you'd like to take a look? Maybe at the guns? Or
where does
armory?
he meet on the ship?
You probably got taken around a couple of armories as you were being...
He'd be like, I want to go to, as he saw the armies, he's like, common areas where people usually congregate.
Oh, that sounds like a lovely idea.
Yeah, so there's probably the only place people really congregate is the chapel, and there's a few different like mess halls. The thing you will notice is that the upper layers, especially, are much more pristine, and in the lower layers, if you choose to go into the lower layers, it's almost like a slum down there. Like people live down there, they work down there. There's radiation. There's there's smog and things like that. So it's a very hierarchical, almost like a city.
And where are we located?
You guys are towards the top.
Okay. Yeah, I just like where I don't know. Honestly, I don't know where on the Warhammer ship people would eat, or like if they would have a bar. I would imagine they have a bar.
Yeah.
I just posted the ship in Roll20. You can do the little show to players thing if you guys want. I found
Where is
an interior in Roll20. It's a handout.
Ah, there it is. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
It would depend on the ship, honestly, and the faction running it too.
Yeah.
IG are more likely to have something relative to a bar, but in general, when it comes to like something to keep people motivated, you're gonna be drinking recaf, which is basically shitty 40k coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, medical and supply.
What are the dregs?
Exactly
what's
like
the
what they sound.
Yeah.
I don't know what that sounds like. Is it?
Like where the poor peoples go.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like, get the
The
fuck out of
Scrappers
everywhere
District.
else.
Okay.
So we're in the Inquisitor's quarters then, or at least close to it.
Well, storage
Well,
is farther down, but
Oh, yeah.
we're probably
the-
near the Imperial Guard quarters, if anything.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You'll be fairly close to the Imperial Guard.
Okay.
The Inquisitor didn't come with you, remember?
That's right.
We're not Inquisitors yet.
Yeah.
No.
Also, as we're walking around, he'd be like, "So where's Frederick Ward and his team?"
Oh, they're actually they're up towards they're close to the bridge actually.
Right.
The Mr. Frederick Ward that you were talking about, he's very persuasive. He's I believe he's taking a nice amasec with the captain currently.
I don't know what that means. Amasec.
Amasec is a type of alcoholic drink.
Okay.
I believe it's like God damn, give me a sec.
Sounds like absinthe.
I have a freaking microphone in my way. It's similar to wine, and it's distilled from different types of grain. So.
And he's just allowed to do that.
Well, he is an inquisitorial agent. I believe you have a fair amount of pull, right? I mean, you got me to show you around the entire ship.
With wine, and I just throw some back.
Oh,
How did you get that?
I don't know. I think
Lonnie
she must have
gave it
picked
to
up
me.
some way on the way back. Oh yes, he did.
Oh, okay.
I got it for her. In fact, I do know that.
One of my mechadendrites is like holding the bottle and like perpetually pouring. Would you like some?
And it just starts spilling over. It's like,
Come on. And I like take the wine and I put it under his nose, kind of like splashing a little bit up. It's good for you. Good for your mushy flesh heart.
We'll drink later.
More for me? And I just throw it back.
Again, your mechanic is you're not really affected by it, so you're
Exactly.
giving shit.
It just honestly, it's alcohol. It cleans. It like oils everything up. You know.
Gotta clean the inside.
Yeah, it's good.
I look after the outside. The wine looks after the inside.
Hey.
Wow, that is. Can we put that on like a inspirational poster?
Yeah.
If I put a mood board up, that's literally like in big quotes with a wine glass. Like Miria's like a wine mom who doesn't know how to take care of people properly.
Mm.
Wait, is that basically what a wine mom is?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, Miria's the wine mom.
I've never heard of a wine mom before, but okay.
Oh, well, now you have.
Yes.
So yeah, after we get done touring the ship, I would go back to our little hovel that we made in the storage room. And if Miriam comes with me, or Miria, I would start like pointing at like, you know, like with the scrap metal and like bringing scrap metal over it, like where we can put up walls, so we can have our own little section. And if people want to do, how tall is the room?
Tall as you want, really. Like I'd say a couple of people tall, maybe. You can make some partitions, or
So can we make it like a 2-story thing?
yeah, sure.
Okay. So like there'd be like the lower level, and then there'd be like an upper platform, and like I would just help her build it.
Okay.
Don't worry,
Okay.
we're Inquisition.
Don't worry.
Totally normal, guys.
So-
Was my? I just realized I voxed through the entire ship, right?
I'd say probably a significant portion of the ship. Yeah.
Okay.
Did we hear it?
Yeah, probably you heard echoes of it. At the
Especially
time,
being
you're
through
probably
the entire ship.
on the other
Is
side of the
that-
ship. But,
Is that Lazarus?
Yes.
and another thing about the Emperor.
Why
Let me
is
tell
this-
you, he's pretty awesome.
That's most definitely Lazarus.
Yeah.
I mean, he's so loud. Where is he coming from? Well, and I want to look up at the speakers, and I think these archaic machines. And I want to like buzz into the comm and be like, Lazarus, this is too loud. But his comm is out, right? So
Yeah.
there's just like a light buzzing, like you just hear this like.
Pager going off. Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do with Miria.
So while Lazarus is out preaching to the masses, and Sybil is out probably hiding in a box somewhere, being very snake-like.
Like a cat.
I'm just like really curious. I like looking at things and for things that people just aren't paying attention to.
Sybil is like the Warhammer version of a cat. Like
Yeah.
she sneaks around. Occasionally the claws come out, and she likes boxes.
So
Hiding in
death
boxes.
cult assassin.
Yeah.
Yes.
Still fits the description.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
She's the black cat.
Yeah, I mean, if you're to translate a cat into 40k, it would be a death cult assassin, probably. I'm a dog person.
I would call Sybil and let her know where Lazarus is located and what he's currently up to.
Good for him. He
Or
needs
not
a
Lazarus,
hobby.
Frederick Ward.
I was
Sorry.
gonna say she probably hears me.
I don't know.
Yes,
they don't
I
have
know.
projection in the storage. I don't think, but
It's
where
probably like a little
then
echo.
if you tell me where Frederick is, I am on my way to like go freaking find that son of a bitch. I am super suspicious of him.
This dude's probably just like super basic dude. Y'all just...
I don't care.
Oh my god. If Sybil ends up hooking up with Frederick,
Oh, God,
I'm
no.
going to lose it.
No, no, not my type.
You had a perfect battle of
I don't need a man with words.
And then
And you went for him? He's so ugly. He's no
Oh,
metal at
fleshy.
all.
Oh, fleshy.
He's too flesh.
No. Frederick talks too much. Not Sybil's thing. But that's good for her in information seeking, which is why she's even pursuing that path of interest, purely for her own gain and nothing else.
Okay, so Sybil hears that Mr. Frederick Ward is currently with the captain and probably a few other higher ups in the ship hierarchy, having wine and generally a good time, and decides, "Fuck this! I'm going to ruin it." Or are you just going up there to kind of?
Oh no, I'm inviting myself to the party.
Oh, okay. So, you probably get to the kind of captain's quarters area. Most likely, it's think like a pirate ship captain's quarters.
Okay.
A little bit like that. And there's a couple of void shipmen on the door, and they say, "Halt."
Yes. Hi. I'm here.
Who are you? Identify yourself.
I'm Sybil with the Inquisition.
Inquisition.
Frederick's still inside there, I'm guessing.
Mr. Frederick. Well, yes, he is
Yes.
inside. He's with the captain currently in a meet, very important meeting.
Yes.
Where we've been
I'm
ordered
sure.
to let no one through.
Right. I'm sure. Move.
Orders. You understand? We can't just let anyone through. We need to speak to captain first. We need clearance and
Yeah. Move.
One moment. We'll ask the captain. Captain. Yeah. But I know you said that no one was supposed to disturb you. We have an inquisitorial agent, which Sybil, was it?
Yep.
Wants to come in. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, sir. Immediately. We're supposed to let you through, and then report to the brig. Please come in, and we'll wait for our relief. And the doors open.
I'll report to the brig.
I like how they're acting. I was just like, oh, Hitchhiker's Guide to Warhammer.
Oh, great. Yeah, Sybil walks in, and she's just kind of looking around. She has not removed her rifle. She has it slinged on her back as per her desire to keep it close to her. So she's kind of looking around as she walks in and sees Frederick. Hey, Freddy, how's it going?
Sybil!
Having a party
Lovely
without
to
me?
see you here. Oh, well, you were busy, I assumed, probably.
I mean, not really.
No?
No. Kind of just walking around, getting my bearings.
Yeah? Well, it's a big ship. That's a lot to bear.
And this is the captain, I'm assuming.
This is... yes, this is Captain Krieger.
Captain Krieger? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write it down, otherwise I'm gonna forget.
I will write this down too.
Captain Krieger.
So many NPCs. So little time.
As the main NPC generator,
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that from you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sheepy, what's this one's name? At the end, I'm gonna have just a notepad filled with about 40,000 different names of crew members and people of the ship.
So many friends.
All new friends.
And this is the Penitent Blaze, right? The ship that we're on? Or is this a different ship?
This is the Penitent Blade, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, it's Blade, not Blaze. Okay.
Yeah, Blade.
That makes more sense. I was like...
Although Blaze also sounds pretty cool.
I mean, it does, but I was like, sword ship, I guess Blade kind of works really well.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Very nice ship you have here, Captain.
Well, thank you.
And my name is Sybil, as you probably heard from your guardsman. But I just wanted to introduce myself.
Yes. Well, I met your Sorry. Yeah, so I met your fellow Inquisitorial agent, Mr. Ward, and we bonded over having the same first name. It's fairly rare.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Yes.
Huh.
So properly, formally introduce myself. I am Frederick Krieger.
A pleasure.
Pleasure to meet you. Please call me Freddy.
Oh, great, Freddie and Freddie.
Yes.
Oh, that must have been confusing when I walked in.
Yes, a little bit. That's that's fine. How can I assist you? Are you finding your quarters comfortable?
Yeah, they're not too bad. You know, we're more focused on getting to deal with the mission and what we are preparing for. And so, how often have you come out to the Pyre sector? I really came to just chat with you about that. So.
Well, we've been here. We've been through a couple of times. We've made the run. We haven't ventured any further forward. Of course, we are after talks with Inquisitor Arcanus. We've agreed to lend out our ship for a slightly extended period to the Inquisition to explore further into the sector. So we haven't gone past. He seems to be at loss for words for a second. We haven't been past Canyon's End for.
Were you the same
yet.
ship that transported the initial Imperial Guard to Eris?
No, the Imperial Guard have their own means of transportation.
I just wasn't sure if they sent in a smaller grouping.
No, we've been commissioned to deliver these people to yeah, that's right. We've been commissioned to deliver these colonists to Caduceus, and after that, we're at your disposal.
I see. Have you guys run into any issues on your travels so far?
No more than the usual warp storms and reefs and occasional demonic incursions and
Oh, wait a minute.
warp raiding ships and yes.
Anything on board the ship?
Nothing that we haven't dealt with. We did have an infestation of kind of very large rats that ate. Oh, what was it, about 50, 60 people a few weeks back?
Right.
But we're pretty sure we cleared them all out. Probably. And then there was the room that kept moving about the ship. We actually lost it. We're not really sure where it was, which is a bit of a shame for everyone else because it was one of the toilets. I'm sure it'll turn up.
Let's hope.
Yes.
Does this happen often? Losing of rooms?
Oh, well, you know, it's the warp. Things happen. It can be interesting and dangerous, and usually, you know, we'll just section off a room for a while until the screaming and blood and fire just calms down.
Okay. I guess that's fair.
Yeah, it's an interesting life being a captain.
I will take your word for it. I've never been a captain before.
Yes.
Well, if Fred, the other Freddy, our Inquisitor friend Freddy,
Yes.
if you could just contact me after your dinner, that would be great.
Well, yes, absolutely. No, it's are you wanting that drink?
Potentially. I was thinking more of game plan for, you know, going into the unknown, you know.
Oh, yes. Working together. Yes. Good. No, that does sound much better. Yes, well, I need a few more words with the captain and I'll let you know when I'm ready.
Great. So about the toilet, do you have one nearby that I don't have to go far away for? Like a private one, perhaps?
Yes, we have a I actually have my own if you wish to use it before
Oh,
you
that'd
go.
be so great. That'd be so much easier.
Yeah, no,
Thank you.
of course. That's but no, there are some located by both of your quarters, so it shouldn't be an issue.
Great.
I'm sure. I believe you have a tech priest with you, so I'm sure you can build your own, probably.
Probably, although the refuse wouldn't really go very far, so maybe not.
I
so
don't know
much.
how these things work, so.
I'll let the toilets be where they are, since you've already lost, the toilets before. So.
A couple.
Yeah. Okay. Great. I'll excuse me then.
Okay, good. Feel free. Here's my personal Vox. If you need to contact me, no need to schlep all the way up here again. If you don't need to.
Great. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Of course. And my regards to your fellow Inquisitorial agents. I hope everything's satisfactory.
Yes. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your dinner.
Thank you. And he kind of heads down and starts cutting up some form of food.
Yeah. And I'm investigating his area stealthily.
Okay. Roll stealth. If only you hadn't have said stealthily.
I don't care. I got so much extra stealth. I swear to God, if I get screwed on this one. All right. Where's the thingy? All right. Get this. Oop. Nope. That's not it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you've got a modified target of 91, so it's hard to fail, but hell yeah.
Stealth is her thing, aside from headshots, so.
Yeah. So you are you looking for anything in particular, or just general curiosity?
I'm just kind of getting a feel for the type of person that he is. Again, I'm not socially capable, really, but I can get a lot out of just watching and seeing the things that people have or do. So that's kind of where Sipple is really interested in, like, does he have specific things prominently displayed, or is he very religious, or things like that, as I'm kind of glancing about.
Okay, so you probably noticed that it's fairly it's probably more affluent than a lot of the other areas you've seen in the ship so far. He does have a very ornate power sword on the wall, which looks very, very nice. Roll me. There's an insignia on it. So roll. Do you have common law, Imperium, or?
I only have Underworld for common lore.
Underworld. Okay. Well, let's go. Roll me a. I believe it's intelligence, but we'll take it with a -10.
It's like, come on, seriously, stop doing that. Yep. I don't have high intelligence though.
Yeah. So you kind of recognize the emblem. It's a house, noble house from somewhere. You can't place it. You don't know what it is, but given the affluence, you imagine they're fairly influential.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, this is something I would probably presume he is of this house, rather than him just having a sword from it.
Well, there's always the possibility that he stole it, but
as
probably.
A captain, Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, what is there anything else? Was the private bathroom near, in his quarters, or where is everything?
It's
situated?
it's a fairly just off down a corridor. He's got his big main chambers, and then a few other corridors, etc.
No, never mind. I was going to do something, but I'm not going to do it. It's a bad idea. Okay. While I'm stealthed away from the rest of them, I'm going to kind of whisper into my Voxes. Well, I'm up in the captain's quarters. Freddy's here. Guess what? They're both named Freddy. Who knew?
That's very rare.
That is too many Freddy's. I don't like these.
Nothing particularly out of the blue here, but he's made very nice with the captain already in very short period of time. Which makes me suspicious. You can't trust people like that.
I think so too.
So, I don't know how else to keep an eye on him. I don't have any, bugs I can plant here or anything like that.
We
Can
never
I
heard
make
anything about that.
anything?
Hmm?
Can I make any kind of like bug or something?
Um,
I wouldn't
Yeah,
say it's my specialty. That's the only thing.
yeah, you could probably fashion some kind of listening device. Honestly, not exactly sure what there is available in. It would probably be more of Sybil's speciality, I'd say. So you could probably
Okay.
work together on that, like later.
I mean, like, my idea was to, like, makeshift my Vox to
Okay.
keep it behind, but then I don't have one, and I don't know if I
Yeah.
can get one. You know what I mean?
You could probably snag a Vox off someone, and like work with Miria to like alter it.
Yeah,
Fortunately, we don't have a psyker.
I know. Too bad.
Heck.
I don't know. Like, Archaea, what do you want me to do? I don't have a lot of options here.
Just come back to base.
Okay.
That's my advice, and then we'll figure out from there.
Okay. That's boring. Oh, God.
And bring wine if you can.
Oh, God, I can hear you. You don't have to yell. Oh.
I feel like Miria's yelling
no,
in
no.
my Vox.
Yeah.
and, like,
I'm like over, like I forgot mine and I was like, hey.
Yeah, no, I
like
know.
up in his ear.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll come back. I'll grab some wine from the captain.
Glad it on my Vox in.
I feel like you just keep hearing like this buzzing every so often.
Yeah. Oh, well, thank you, Captain. Appreciate it. You mind if I grab one of these bottles of wine?
Oh yes, sure. We've got many of them, and he kind of gets up and goes to his drink cabinet, opens it up, and it like opens up like 3 times with different
gosh.
doors, and he's got a selection.
Oh.
He's
Let's
like,
just recommendations.
this one's quite nice.
Oh, great. Just grab.
Yes. Okay.
I'll give you my my review later.
Jolly good. Yes, let me know.
Great, thank you. Okay, Freddy, other Freddy. I'll see you later. Don't forget to
I
get
will
in touch.
contact you soon.
Great. Okay. I'll make my way back to where the rest of the group is, except for Lazarus, who's doing who knows what, God knows where.
Well, at this point, I've made my way back.
Oh, okay.
so question.
I do
He's
want to
like-
do something before Lazarus comes back, but
Okay.
I wanted, because like as I'm building stuff, I probably notice his gun there, and I want to look at it and inspect it.
Yeah. Okay. What are you just kind of appreciating how awesome it is?
I want to, like, can Adeptus Mechanicus, can they like contact whatever the spirit of the metal is?
Yeah. So there would be a machine spirit residing.
So I want to try to like make contact with it and get on its good side, kind of thing.
Okay. As in kind of like a please don't shoot me someday.
Yeah, as in like, hey, you could like accidentally jam yourself if you were aimed towards me, right? Like, or more just like just trying to get in touch with it so that like if ever I were to work on it, it's more familiar.
Okay. I'd say as you kind of commune, you sense very vaguely just kind of like you've never really noticed how usually there are kind of quirks to what you feel from the machine spirit of something. This one is almost like an iron rod of just not exactly anger, but probably more like smoldering rage, I'd say. You know, there's something inside this machine spirit that's just have you had any experience with chaos before?
Chaos? Like,
The chaos gods, there's like Korn, Nurgle, Tzeentch, and Slaanesh.
Slaanesh, yeah. A Lil.
Hell
No,
yeah!
I would say no. I have no, like, my... I was like, I know that word. Like, no.
Yeah,
no,
you've-
as an Adeptus Mechanicus, I probably know.
Yeah, so you've heard stories of the chaos gods, and what you're feeling right now from the machine spirit is tipping slightly towards what you hear about Korn. Like Korn is the is all about war and blood and death and sacrifices to him, and there's a lot of rage there, and you have this feeling of like almost otherworldly rage, just kind of, but yeah, it's not like a fire, it's like an ember.
Okay, so as I'm kind of communing with it, I just want to, like, I guess, just acknowledge it, not try to, like, deep dive into it too much. Just like, if I feel it from that far away, I'm not gonna get too close to the fire. And I'll just kind of be like, oh, let's see, very spicy.
That's a spicy bolt of gun.
That's a spicy bolt. No, I think I'll probably just, like, kind of pull away, and I'll just look at Balto and be like, do not let this one be aimed at you. And I just, like, I'll just, like, keep it kind of in mind, like, that's the first contact, but I'm not gonna let it sit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, a little while later, as Sybil's making her way back, she is raised on the Vox by Mr. Frederick Ward. Sybil, are you there?
Yep, I'm here.
I just got out of a meeting with the captain.
Right.
You know, the yeah.
Yep.
It went really well. Nothing too much to worry about. I have a question though. Have you had much experience with gene stealers?
Have I? Out of character.
And I
question.
think that's where we'll end the episode.
Oh, what the shit?
Dun dun dun. What are
damn.
those though? Seriously.
Think like Alien from the aliens from Alien.
No.
I'm trying to
Little bit
think
like
if
that.
Sybil would have, and I don't know. Maybe
If you've had contact with gene stealers,
not contact, but knowledge of. She
no.
has some stuff in her backstory that may.
You know what Tyranid are most likely,
Yeah.
which are a all-consuming biological weapon.
Right.
Of happiness.
Yeah. Gene stealers are designed specifically for killing space marines and removing their gene seed.
Right.
Can we not fight those?
No,
I want to dissect
as soon
it.
as you get gene stealers into it, depending on what generation you are, if they're like a higher generation, this game is literally going to become the thing. Because we'll be like, who the fuck is who? I can't trust anyone. Fuck. Blah, blah, yeah.
Gene stealer cults with hybrid gene stealers.
Yeah.
The thing.
So
That's a
they're
great way
literally,
to
they're
describe
literally
it.
humans who are like Tyranid, and then like once they're discovered, they fucking turn into a monster and then start fucking trying to kill you and eat you.
A lot of them are also psychers.
Great.
Yeah.
Yep,
They
lots
also-
of psychers.
They have leader units, which are massive, and even my heavy bolter wouldn't bring it down. It's awful.
I don't want to
Gee.
get eaten.
Gene stealers are fun is the basic message we need to send out now.
Yep.
Well, that was fun.
That was awesome. It was awesome. It was episode 2, guys. Pyrebrand, episode 2. Huzzah! We did it. We didn't even have to kill anybody today.
Today.
I potentially could have.
You could have. Yes, that's true. Like multiples.
my God.
Many.
How many
The-
lives I have to save because of you, Lazarus?
That's true.
Listen,
One.
Listen.
Too many.
Technically, because the dudes were full of shrapnel from me shooting heavy bolt in their general direction.
Right, yeah, so...
There was definitely a lot more danger of self-destruction than destruction in this episode.
Yeah.
Yep. Something about grenades and all that jazz. You
Who
know.
needs gene stealers when you have freaking crack grenades investigations?
Yeah.
I just want to disassemble it. Like,
yeah.
I literally don't think they're designed to be disassembled without exploding, by the way.
I'm not sure on crack grenades.
Well, shit.
Too much.
Yeah.
Good thing I didn't.
The thing
fully...
about Warhammer is a lot of tech's really ancient, and
Yeah.
so they're very sacred.
Oh, okay.
And the technology to build them has been lost, hence disassembling them would not be necessarily possible. And I think crack grenades are definitely in that category of it'll probably explode and kill anyone in the general area.
Maybe I could fashion it into something like a launcher of some sort.
Grenade launcher.
There are
Grenade launchers.
But like a homemade like a scrap metal.
She wants to tinker.
I want to tinker. I want to make things.
Are you gonna end up building like a trebuchet for crack grenade clusters?
Thing is, like,
Yes.
I mean,
Or, oh my god, just like an add-on to Barto that's just like a projectile, like thunk out of his mouth.
auxiliary grenade launchers can be attached to servo skulls, lore-wise.
Yes.
That's what it's also lore-wise. You can also put bolt guns on them. So,
yeah.
yeah. So
very
those are
Happy
things.
tech priest.
You can also just install it to like your hand or something. But
Yeah.
Thunk.
Plus,
Like Mega Man.
As people may have noticed, I'm a very agreeable GM when it comes to twisting the lore very slightly.
Yes,
So-
you are. It's great.
You never know what will happen.
Our focus
That is making my time as a new player like really great, by the way. Just saying.
Yeah. Our focus is always going to be fun over like strict like follow this line and that's it.
And Adeptus Astarius won't act like that in that moment in time.
Freaking battle
you.
sister of battle wouldn't either, but it's fun.
I'm not your average mechanicus.
Fun.
As a almost fanatical lover of 40k and Warhammer in general, I can definitively say fuck the lore. If it's more fun, you should do it.
I like to think
Nice.
it's a Hitchhiker's Guide to Warhammer. That's honestly the feel I have from it. So
Yeah.
I mean,
uh,
I may have stopped a cult just to make one of my own. So
Yeah. Pretty much. I mean, like, guys, remember, this is RP fun. This is not a history lesson in 40k lore.
I feel like Lazarus is gonna like just live long enough to see himself become the villain.
Maybe.
you don't understand.
Potentially.
My mutations can literally
Yeah.
make me the villain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what, like, yeah.
My mutations can also make me literally unkillable.
Yep.
Well,
That's it.
that's the point.
Yeah. So basically, we don't want him to face corruption of any kind. Otherwise,
if he
mutations.
becomes unkillable, all we have to do is blow up the ship. and
Well, we
then-
just blow up the ship or the planet if we're on a planet. It's fine.
No,
Totally fine.
So the way it's literally described in the book is, I am unkillable.
Yeah, but
like,
if
the
you've been
Chaos Gods
spaced,
will-
it doesn't matter because then you can't like touch anybody. It's great.
The Chaos Gods move me, but it's stupid. It's probably the most blatantly obvious. Like, hey, you just have a god complex for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
You're the only way to stop you just throw you in state.
That's pretty cool. I think I'm lagging like crazy, by the way. But
Are you? Hold on.
You're good. You're good for me.
no, did I disconnect?
No,
Oh, your
Yeah.
camera froze.
Oh yeah.
No.
Okay.
disconnected.
Oh, but we
That's
Okay.
perfect. Wow.
Wow. And that's where we end the stream. Like,
Oh my god, that's so funny. Well, let's wrap it up then. Let's. Oh, you're back. You're back.
Oh.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll let you do your outro. If there's let's do a let's everybody have what you thought about tonight's episode, and then about you and your any future stream stuff that you want to talk about. And Miria is
Heck.
frozen again, but it's great. Go for it.
It's even better freeze.
Yeah. Oh, maybe she's disconnected completely. Okay, let's try McLoken. What do you think about tonight's episode? Where can we find you?
Hello from the other side. trying to communicate with her.
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
She said rip, so
Rip.
she probably dropped.
Yeah.
My name's McLoken. I'm a tabletop entrepreneur.
I love that. That was good.
I do a lot of tabletops here on Twitch. I currently play in
You came back.
1, 2,
It
3.
just disconnected. It was just Zoom that disconnected.
Oh, that's so weird.
Is that right?
Yeah, I don't know.
And my
One,
cameras didn't get messed up.
2,
This is
3. Yeah,
amazing.
3 campaigns currently. I DM one on Wednesdays called Chosen, which is a D&D Final Fantasy hybrid that I homebrewed out of my brains. I also do a game called 6 and 20 Metropolis, which is a City of Mist campaign. If you guys don't know what City of Mist is, please go check that out. Then this campaign on this day, where I root out Heresy and play a character who doesn't talk much, because all my other characters talk a lot, so I was like, I'm gonna make a quiet character who will sit there and just like is straightforward. And then Sundays I'm on Call of Cthulhu on Meta's channel, which we're not having this Sunday because people are at PAX East. But it is WrestleMania this weekend, so I'm excited for that. Yeah, that's me in a nutshell. Find me at twitch.tv/McLoken or follow me at Twitter or on Twitter at McLoken.
What was your favorite part about tonight's episode?
My favorite part. Oh, okay. So
God damn it.
I think it was the kind of collaboration. Actually, it's building the house currently because I have ideas for that. Like, I think the upper floors are going to be where Sybil stays.
Yeah.
Because then she has a vantage point on everyone, and then RKL will be at the front door. If anyone tries to bust in, and then the back doors and wherever Lazarus stay, there'd be a false bulkhead so he can pop out the side of the house and shoot if people start coming that way. I literally thought about this, and
God.
it's gonna be like a full functioning home.
Oh my God.
So yeah,
The place is getting invaded.
and it's gonna have a bidet. I don't know.
It's gonna have an imperial bidet.
Yeah,
I
the
just want to be
imperial
on a
bidet.
rotating pedestal in the middle,
Okay.
so I can see all edges with the bidet.
You're fascinated when we poop. You're
Oh my God.
I was like, wow, look at all these.
I'm taking RKL is just pooping, and then you're taking notes. You're like,
Firm, yes. Good color.
And
Oh
on
God.
forehead.
Oh no, downhill
but
so
yeah.
fast.
doing stuff on the ship. I don't know how long we're gonna be on the ship. We're gonna be there for 2 to 3 weeks. This could be the rest of the campaign as us on the ship. Who knows? I don't know. I imagine there's gonna be some time skipping, but if we role play everything out, yeah, we could do 20 episodes on the ship alone and level up. And I'm excited to get experience that I didn't get from last time.
Wow. Okay. Awesome.
Cough,
Great. Let's give Vandy a chance to tell a little bit about yourself and then tell us what your favorite part of tonight's episode was.
Hi, I'm omgVandi. I play Miria, and I had a grand old time. I forgot what I was gonna say. Sorry, I've had such a
It's
long day
okay.
today.
It's okay.
I also play another campaign on Sundays, and it's a D&D campaign in a homebrew world made by Wax Steven and DM'd by Wax Steven. It's a lot of fun, so you should go check that out too. And yeah, my favorite part about today was fucking Bucket Leg, man. Good old Bucket Leg.
Hold the script inside of
Oh,
you.
Bucket Leg.
Bucket Leg. By the
He's
way.
so good. He's so good. I hope he's doing well.
dead. Oh, he's so dead.
Totally dead.
Oh, I cared
Dead
for
as
him
fuck.
so well.
Oh,
Well,
really
they were
good.
getting interrogated,
Oh.
so
I got a little bit attached to that one. Just a little bit.
maybe he wasn't a heretic.
Maybe.
I don't think it matters that much.
No, it doesn't.
He was in the black market, but you have Lonnie.
Yeah.
So,
You
you
have
know.
a
He
new
got
buddy.
me wine, so that was the second best part. Wine Mon Miria.
Oh,
That's it.
Nice. Awesome. All right. And Crazy Hippie.
I'm a crazy hippie. I play Lazarus. I am also part of 3 different campaigns. Friday being this one here in Dark Heresy. It's a wonderful, great time. Though I do also, again, I'm part of Just Rolled It, in which we stream every Sunday and Thursday as well. This Sunday we're doing a map tutorial. We're on a bit of a hiatus due to our DM having a few life issues. But Thursdays we actually do Star Wars D6, where I play Dread, the cynical robot. So,
Is that all like Bender? Futurama?
It's really cute.
maybe. And yeah, definitely have a lot of fun with those. So definitely, if you get the time, check us out there. Otherwise, you'll find me here or every day on my channel, CrazyHippie69, here on Twitch, doing random shenanigans.
Mm-hmm.
And my favorite part today was, I would almost say confiscating 20 crack grenades, but then I preached like fucking Martin Luther King. So let's go with that one.
Yeah. Both is good. Both is good. Awesome. Very cool. All right. And let's Sheepy, Daddy Sheepdog.
Hey, I am Sheepdog. I play everyone else.
So many people.
A large list of new NPCs.
a large list of suddenly
And more to come.
important NPCs who pop in and they're like, "Hello, I don't have a name. It's Lonnie." I apologize for the Freddy Krueger reference. I couldn't resist myself. When the character got the name Krieger, I was like, I'm gonna name him Freddy, and it's gonna be wonderful for me.
My brain went to Archer.
I didn't even register that.
Oh my
honestly.
god. Yeah,
I was like,
just
this asshole's
clicked.
named Freddy? Yeah. I was like, God damn it, now.
Yeah, no, my brain went, is he a crazy German scientist?
I'm currently not in any other shows. Oh no, I am. I'm in one other show. I'm in a D&D show which is based in the Blood Bowl universe, which is really interesting.
Huh.
Blood Bowl.
That's crazy.
I know, right?
That sounds so crazy.
I'm a dwarf barbarian who is currently looking after the assistant coaches of a team, and I'm like their bodyguard. It's a lot of fun to play a very dumb character.
That's awesome.
And yeah, aside from that, I do videos daily. Currently, it's 3 or 4. So if you like a lot of content with not enough time to watch it, come and subscribe to me.
Yes.
It's really a deluge of crap, but you know, if you like it, great. And my favorite moment was probably weirdly playing Lonnie. I got a lot of entertainment for myself from playing Lonnie. And it's always fun to interact with all the characters, but Maria really presents me a challenge of interacting with because she's so fucking weird.
I will make you a better DM. Do you understand? No.
Challenge me.
Oh,
Improve my art.
Lonnie's gonna become like the super villain of the story.
Oh my god. I'm
Or
gonna die at
she's gonna
Lonnie's
save
hands.
him. Or she's gonna save him.
I have a very listen, Miria and myself as a real person have a huge attachment to Lonnie already. Okay,
First date.
he's very
Husbando.
important.
Then he turns out he's a gene stealer, and yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
James
like-
Harris is gonna
I thought we were friends.
And also, currently in the entire campaign, the 2 episodes we've done, my favorite part is creating 2 Sisters of Battle and not realizing that I was creating a romantic partner for one of my players. I think that was amazing. But should we do XP very quickly? Because it's fairly simple.
Yeah.
Do you want to do it on screen or off screen?
Just quickly
Okay.
on screen, I
Okay.
think.
Sure, let's do it.
So for both episodes, everyone takes 400.
Cool.
And then I think we'll go with an extra 100 for just general awesome role playing and incidents of very cool rolling, very bad rolling, and just things like preaching to the crowd, the awesome medical scene, which I loved so much, the flirting with the battle sister and then kind of casually dating her, the impressive tracking down of the black market and then just straight up cold-blooded executing someone. Like, it's all awesome. So that's extra XP is for all of that, and in future we'll reference exactly what the XP is for.
Yeah.
So that's about 500.
Yeah.
That should be 900.
900.
900.
Okay.
All right.
Sweet.
So 400 for each episode, and then an extra 100.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
For
okay.
each
okay.
episode.
Oh, okay. I got it.
Yeah. Now it makes sense. Awesome. All right, guys. And this is me, Metamancer. This is my channel that you're here for, hanging out with all of us, being awesome. Thank you for all the support. My favorite part about tonight's episode has definitely got to be the surgery scenes with Miria, because I was dying. I was just like, this is so freaking ridiculous, and I love it. And I love that you got to RP that. So that was definitely my favorite. I'm looking forward to a lot more quirky moments with her, and I think that now that we are in a ship environment where we are not going to be able to get away from people. Granted, the ship is very large, but we're under everybody's watch now. So there's definitely going to be a lot of really cool, unique things. And then, cliffhangers about things that can kill us and destroy things. It's going to be great.
Gene Stealers.
Gene Stealers are okay. It's totally fine. Everything's fine over here. Nothing to see. Just keep it going. Okay. But yeah, that was my favorite part, and this is my channel. So if you guys want to tune in on Fridays to watch this live, if you're watching on YouTube right now, you can go to twitch.tv/Metamancer at 6 p.m. Central every Friday. Or you can, just watch the VOD like a pleb. No, I'm just kidding. We love you. Thank you. Thank you for all the support. And we'll see you guys next week.
Fucking cold-blooded. Oh my god.
I'm totally
plebs.
kidding. I love
these
all the
plebs.
support, no matter
Tune in
where.
next week, you fucks.
But no, seriously, guys, thank you so much. And if you are watching and you have not yet followed or subscribed or, commented or whatever those stupid lines are, and there's something about a bell now, so just the bell thing, I don't know. Do stuff so that you're notified when we're doing content. That's all I'm going to say. All right. Have a good night and have a good weekend.
Bye.